Hello, my YouTube family and friends. I'm back, y'all. Hope y'all are having a beautiful, blessed Saturday in the mighty name of Jesus. And if you have not said it already, come on, let's say it together. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. Whether you're just waking up or you've been up, or we can always thank Him because he been that good, y'all. He been that good. And so, just want to share real quick before I get into talking about other stuff. The Lord reminded me as I was leaving the house. He said, "Just be content. Be content in this where I have you right now, because y'all know my theme or my motto is the best is still yet to come for you and for me." And so, but the Lord wants us to enjoy. I have to keep reminding myself because I get beside myself sometimes, and I'm just like, okay, Lord, you know what I desire. You know I want to be married. I want to do this. I want to do that. And the Lord said, I got you. But He said, you got to be patient and you got to have faith. You have to trust me. You have to know that my way is the best way, no matter how long it takes. That way may take a while. It may not take a while, but in your waiting, just trust me. And that's what I'm learning to do, y'all. I just really am. I believe I struggle with that so much is because I've shared this before, and not making an excuse or anything, but I've always had, people to lean and depend on, even though I've always had Jesus helping me, of course He helps all of us, but I'm saying each and every day, ever since we've been in the world, and we continue to be in the world. But what I'm saying is that I've always had, people. When we were in Tennessee, I had people around me where I can, run to them for shelter, or run literally, run to them, what you think I should do about this? And the Lord said, now all you have is me. And that's all you've ever needed. So that's where I'm at. And it's just, sometimes it gets a little, it's not really overwhelming, but it gets a little, what's the word? I'm trying to think what the word is. It's just, it's simple to do. Just trust Him. But it's easy. Sometimes, a lot of times it's easier said than done. But it's just, He's saying, just trust me. Know that my way is the best way, and whatever I have for you, you're gonna receive it. You can't miss it. I shared this in a video a while back. My youngest daughter, she told me, she said, "Mama, why you chasing after what God got for you? You ain't gonna miss it." I said, I know, but in our, even I don't care how old we are, young we are, we know what we know. But it's also, we're just human. We're human at the same time, just being transparent. We're human, and the Lord, He has great, wonderful things for us. But we just gotta walk in. Each day it's just really good to, each day just to get up and say, Lord, thank you for another day. And if I could just get that down pat, y'all, just be content. Don't be thinking about all this other stuff. But I just, like I said, I have always had a lot of people around me. Growing up, teenage, adult, early adult, I've always been surrounded by people who really were not really good for me, to be honest. They were good to me, but they weren't good for me. And, I've always had just a bunch of people around me, giving me bad advice. Some gave me good. Most of the time it was bad. But, I ran to them. A lot of them, they didn't even know what the God had for them. Some of them still don't know what He got for them. They don't even care to know. They're just living. And that's where I used to be. And that's not a good place to be in when you just exist and, I'm just here. Whatever happened. No. We all, every last one of us that God created, we all got purpose. And, we should be seeking the Lord, seeking His face every day. Lord, what do you have for me? What do you have for me to do? And each and every day you allow me to live. So that's where I'm at, y'all, right now. I'm just, like I said, I desire, I just want to be married. And it ain't even for security. It ain't even for what I used to be for. The reason just miss that. I miss that relationship. I miss the friendship. That's the part I miss of it. Because, I've shared this so many times, and I keep sharing it because it's true. I'm sharing it with a coworker. I think it was either yesterday or Thursday. I can't remember. But I shared with her, and I was telling her, I said, one thing about me and my late husband, it was nothing off limits. We talked about everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything. We talked about everything. It was nothing that we did not talk about. Talked about other people, talked about family members, we had a really good relationship. Went on somebody's house and I'm just gonna be honest, went on somebody's house, their breath didn't smell good. We talk about that. We just, one of our breaths didn't smell good. We had that type of relationship, y'all. And we'd be laughing, and I had this thing where we would be in church, which at the time his father was the minister at that time. But I would give him I dig in my purse, and most of the time I had gum in my mouth, but I give him, I said, "You want a piece?" And he said, "What, my brother?" I would know by his, him mouthing it. I know what he was saying, or I could hear him say it. He said, "What, my breath stink?" And I said, he said, "Yes, it do. Give it here." And so we just kind of laugh or whatever, or we be at home, we do the same thing. It was just, that's what we had, y'all. It was just, I loved it. It was beautiful. And that's how it should be. You should be wanting to, whoever, you should be praying, if you're single, women, men, whatever the case is, you should be praying for somebody who you got a friendship with, and I believe that's what made us stick so well together. We didn't always have good times, we argued, we fussed, and whatever, but I know God was always in the center of that marriage. And like I said, God know that. He know what I like, he know how my next husband gonna be. He know for that man how he's preparing him for me. That's just how it is. But I just love somebody who I can have fun with. And like I said, we would sit up, y'all, late at night just talking about stuff, just laughing. And like I said, I think that's what really made our marriage, just, if you will, just really stick, strong. Not only Jesus, but we just talked about everything. And because like I said, I would say to him, we go over his parents' house. I said, "Why did your mama say that? Why she say that to me?" And then I'd be like, I'm trying my best not to, I would say stuff like that. I'm trying to hold my tongue, because if, a lot of times, how people, and that's the old me, because now stuff like that, I don't even care no more. But that's when it was a struggle. It was a struggle, y'all. Because see, my mama, how she raised me, and she still is that way, as far as I know. But, she raised me, you don't let people talk to you any kind of way, and this, that, and the other. And so, a lot of times his mom would say little stuff, just slash stuff. You know how people say just slash stuff to you, And I still remember, and I'm good, I'm over it, but because I forgiven them for all that stuff they did after he died and whatever. But I do remember me and my daughters, our hair was not done. That's when we was wearing weave and whatever. And when he passed away, all of our hair looked a mess. I'm just gonna be honest, because I was sick. I had been sick, and my daughter's hair. Everybody was just trying their best to, make it in the house. And so I remember we were going in the bank, me and his dad, and he said to me, yeah, because we was preparing for the funeral, and he said, yeah, because y'all got to get y'all hair done. That's what this what was being said while we just got through dealing with. We ain't even buried him yet. They ain't buried their father. I ain't buried my late husband yet. So he ain't even in the ground yet. And so y'all get y'all hair done. Get something done to y'all hair. So I'm like, that's what y'all worried about, you know. And if we were bald headed, you know, if we didn't have no whatever, you know, why is that at the forefront of your mind, you know? But a lot of times, y'all, you know, what I'm learning as I become older, what comes up comes out. For some people, they don't care. They ain't gonna critique it. They ain't gonna tailor it. They ain't gonna make you like it. They don't care if you like it. Some of them, they just say what they want to say, and however it roll off their tongue, that's okay for them, you know. And they ain't think they don't even care if you was offended by it, if you was hurt by it. They go right on to the next person to say whatever they want to say to them. You know, that's just how some people roll. But me, I try my best to think about I try to think before I say stuff. You know, that's a good rule. That's a good way to be. You know, why would you just say whatever? You know, we all can say whatever to people, but why? But yeah, he said that to me, and I was like, wow, you know, and it was, you know, I didn't get mad because it was true. You know, it was true. You know, but I was just like, you gonna do that right now? You know, you're gonna say that to me now? You know, I'm dealing with you know, all this stuff I got. You know, I have to deal with. I got 3 younger children, and I'm trying to. I got to navigate this best way I can. I'm gonna seek the Lord, but at that time, I didn't have a relationship with Jesus. So, you know, I was super struggling. You know, I have one now with him, but I'm talking about then I didn't. But yeah, and I was like, and that was weird because I'm like, you're a man. Why do you even care? You know, you're an older man at that. And I was just like, wow. But see, that was just how, you know, cause my late husband's mom, you know, all of them, they just keep. I mean, they always kept their hair done. You know, that was a thing. They had to get the nails done, had to get their hair done, weave, braids, whatever. And see, I was cut from a different cloth. I'll get it done if I want to, or if I feel like I should, or whatever. It'd be a special occasion, something like that. But most of the time, I didn't care. Because, you know, we went to church, my hair, I was like, because I sort of learned how to do my own hair and whatever. So I'm just like, you know, it ain't no big deal for me to have my hair done. You know, like now, I'm wearing my hair natural. I'm, you know, my thing is I'm beautiful either way. You know, that don't make me, you know, to get my hair done and sit up in no salon. And I mean, I'll get it done, you know, if I want to, but that doesn't make me, that doesn't define me. You know, it doesn't, what's the other word? It doesn't, that's not my identity, you know, but it was for them. You know, they had a thing. Y'all, I got me some Dunkin' Donuts, got a donut too, but I got my hot chai. But, yeah, that defined them, you know, but it didn't, you know, at the time, you know, I wanted to get my hair done and stuff then, but at the time, we didn't have money to do that. And a lot of times, you know, my late husband, he would get my daughter's hair done, and he said, you just have to wait. I said, yeah, that's okay, you know. But like now, I can do whatever, you know. But that's, like I said, that's not a priority for me. You know, my hair, I'm wearing my hair natural. Y'all see it? It's coarse, it's whatever, but this is me, you know. And I'm in the season that I'm in now. The Lord literally told me to quit wearing that weave. Be yourself. You know, because I feel like a lot of times we as women, you know, we want to wear out this weave and you know, ain't nothing wrong with, you know, wanting to enhance, operative word, your beauty. But, and I know a lot of times people need to do that because they're, you know, they're due to their hair, whatever, loss or whatever. I understand that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about doing it and you don't even really have to do it. You're just doing it because you know, that makes you, that fulfills you, you know. And that's where stuff becomes idol. It goes into idolatry when you're dealing with all that. Because, you know, you should be fine how you look. And there was a lady, I don't know how I got into identity, but that's where the Holy Spirit wants me to go, to remind myself. But there was a lady last Sunday, as I was greeting, I just love doing that. It's such a beautiful ministry for me every Sunday. I so look forward to that. And because it's more than just, standing there. It's fulfilling what God has told me to do, and I feel like I do it so well. I pray I do it well. I pray I do it well. But anyway, she had come up to me. She's a older lady. She wears her hair real super short, and it's it's always just like sort of gelled down, not gelled down, but just she has a real pretty house cut. But she looks like she's maybe old enough to be my mom. That's the way she looked. She maybe she's younger, but I think she may be old enough to be my mom. Like she's maybe late 60s, mid to late 60s. She don't look older than that. But anyway, real pretty lady. Her hair is just gray, solid gray. But she told me last Sunday I had the headband on my hair, where I push my hair all back. And she said, your hair reminds me of how my hair used to be, because her hair now is straight and she just keep it laid flat to her head. It's pretty. And she said, my hair, it seemed like I couldn't do nothing with it, but she said, be careful. This is what she told me. She said, be careful with pushing your hair back with the headbands, because sometimes it breaks your hair off and it can cause hair dance loss. And I said, yeah. So I I'm going to be honest, I sort of got defensive, because I was like, and I said, well, when you see me with the headband, I mean, my hair wasn't cooperative that day. So she thought that was funny. And then she went on to say, she said, yeah, but just be careful, because she said she broke her hair off real bad doing that. She caused her to have hair loss because she wore those, because her hair was like how mine is. Used to be. Her hair used to be like, texture of my hair, coarse. And so, excuse me. And so anyway, I sort of, at first I was a little sort of defensive a little bit. And then the Lord said, listen to what she's saying. And so I cleaned it up. I told her, I said, yeah. So we sort of end up laughing or whatever. And I said, just remember, when you see me with this on my hair, because I said, I don't have any hair loss. She said, no, I'm not saying you do. She said, but just be careful. She said, because those things will, if you wear them too much, they'll cause your hair breakage. And I said, okay. So I'm going to try, if I can remember. She always come through, every morning. But if I can remember tomorrow, I'm going to tell her thank you, because I'm trying to think. I don't think I can't remember, y'all, if I wore that band this week at all. Because I think when she said that, I shampooed my hair, and then I ended up just doing just wearing it free. So if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I wore that headband last week. Maybe I did. I can't remember if I did or not. But anyway, I'm gonna tell her thank you for, and just tell her I didn't mean to be quick with her or anything. But I don't think she received it that way. But I just like to make stuff right, because that was nice of her to even say that to me. And all she was looking out for me, like saying, I used to do what you're doing. And but I don't wear the band all the time. But like I said, the headband. But when I do, like I told her, I'm not having a good hair day. And it's easy to gel my hair and push it back, and whoop. Y'all have seen me do it on the video shorts. It's just easier, But yeah, she meant it out of love. She wasn't coming to me in no other way. But it's just, like I said, that's what I always pray for, the Lord to bless me, and He will bless you with other people coming to you. He'll bless you going to people, But we got to be ready to receive. We can't always be the one who doing stuff. Let people come to us and share with us what they got on their heart as well. So she's a sweet lady. Like I said, she's very pretty, and she just always dressed so pretty. And she's sort of short lady, but she's just always looks elegant, I forget her name. She told me her name one time, but like I said, that was the first time. She usually just hug me, and I always tell her, say hello, beautiful, and she always call me beautiful, and we just hug each other. And she'll go on in the sanctuary. But like I said, last Sunday she stopped me, and said that to me. So like I said, we got to be willing to receive. As well as we want to give out, we got to receive too. God got people, wanting to tell us stuff too. But y'all, my daughter, she'll be here. I don't know how I got I got all left off into this, the identity and all that, because I was talking about my late husband. I was talking about my late husband. I was talking about how they were so caught up in materialistic stuff. That's one thing that they didn't care for me about, because they used to always say to me, just in a sly way, like, basically telling me I need to get my daughter's hair done, But like I said, a lot of times we couldn't afford it. And I would do their hair myself. Or, when they were real little, my daughters, my late husband's mom, she had a thing whenever they would spend the night at her house, she'd go buy a bunch of barrettes and bows, and, because she wanted them to be super girly, this is how y'all supposed to look or whatever. And I'm like, those are my daughters, I just do their hair regular. I don't have to do all that extra stuff. But it was for a show, it was for a show. And she wanted, they had a thing, I don't know if they still have it, but they have a showy spirit. And that's one thing my late husband, he did not have. He didn't like that. He didn't like that about them. And I had it too. I used to have it too. And that's probably why I clashed with them, because I had it too. But theirs was of a different caliber than mine was. And I just wanted to be seen. And they wanted to be, they wanted to be seen too, but they wanted to do stuff that I didn't really like to do, but I still want to be seen. But I didn't want to be seen doing the stuff they wanted to do, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't care about if my hair was laid and dyed and fried to the side. They did, but I just want to be seen, whether my hair fixed or not. I just want to be seen. So it was a different whatever, but still, it was neither one was good. But again, this chai today sort of tastes like straight milk. This tastes like hot milk. I don't taste no chai in it today. But y'all, I'm gonna get in here. I just think, like I said, I just thank the Lord for how He created me, and how He's made me to be, and changing me every day. Because I'm not trying. I no longer desire to fit in, and I don't care if you like me or not. I'm just myself. I'm just gonna be who I'm gonna be. And like I tell my daughters all the time, they say, "Mama, you can go get your hair braid." I said, "Nope, I don't want to." I may I don't even know if I ain't gonna even say that. I don't, that doesn't make me to do that anymore. And like I said, it used to be, I did all that when he first died. And we was going to get our hair braided pretty often then. But now it's just not, it's not a big deal. And I know that's God saying, you finally where you need to be. This is where I've been trying to get you all your life. But I don't, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, getting your hair done, and there's nothing wrong with that, ladies. But it's just, that should not be your identity, is what I'm trying to say. It shouldn't be your identity. Whether you got your hair done or not, you should be fine with how you look. You should be content with how you look. That's what that was the word for today. Be content. Be content with how you look. Be content with how your teeth are. Be content with, God said, I'm going to bless you. But just be content. Quit worrying about, all this other stuff that don't even matter. Just be content. That's what he said. And that's why that's my little struggle right there. But yeah, we gotta do better, because like I said, this world will have you in a way where you're trying to fit in, and you're trying to do what everybody else doing, and God said, nope, that's not what I'm calling you to. I'm calling you to stand out, not blend in. So y'all, I'm gonna get in here. And I hope my daughter, she'll be here she'll be here. She'll be flying in this upcoming Sunday, not tomorrow, but next Sunday. So, can't wait. I'm excited because she'll be here. She'll be here through to September. So we'll have a long time with her this time, because the last time she was here, it was just for 2 weeks, and it seemed like it went by super fast. But yeah, she'll be here. So I'm gonna tell her when she get here. I always like to give her assignments to do, because she love to do stuff. So I was like, you can plan our weekends, what we gonna be doing and stuff, because we're gonna try to go to different cities here, and get out more, because she likes to go, and I want her to enjoy. This will actually be the first summer that we are actually stable, y'all. That since she's because we moved here June 2024. Okay, so that summer, that which was the summer getting ready to go into her junior year, because we moved here, and we was trying to find a place to live. We had money, but we couldn't find a place. We was in the hotels, Airbnbs, I bouncing all over the place. The summer of 2023, we was in a house. We was in that rental house then. Or no, actually, I'm sorry. So we moved here June 2022. We didn't move into that house until August of 2022. And trying to make sure I got my dates right. Yeah, 2022. Okay. So we moved here June 2022. August we got the house, because in between time we was in hotels and Airbnbs. And then so August 2022 we was in the house until August of 2023, because we only stayed there a year. And then that summer we sort of was all over the place, because we was getting ready to move. So we didn't really, it wasn't really an enjoyable summer. And then 2020, last summer, oh my Lord, y'all, Jesus, can I say it? We were, this time last year, we were getting ready, she had graduated, but we was getting ready to the lease was finna be up. And that was this time last summer. And we didn't know where we was gonna move to. It was getting ready to move in with that lady from church. So, look at God. And that's why I say I want her to really enjoy this summer, because she even made a comment, and she said, Mom, she said, I've never had a restful, peaceful summer. She said, every summer has always just been stressful, and we trying to figure out where we're going to live and this. I said, yeah, you're right. And at the time, I didn't want to admit it, but I was like, she's right. But this summer is different. It's different. So I want her to really enjoy, this summer with her, because she's worked hard. She's been making straight A's. She made the dean's list. She just been doing really good, y'all. And I want to reward her just with relaxation and fun, just want her to enjoy herself. And she wanna try to get her license. So we're gonna do that. Even though I'm a little not so sure about her driving, but we gotta let them go. I'm just so but she's like, Mom, I'm gonna be careful. I said, I know, but it's just, but I know the Lord gonna be with her. She's responsible, but I just, I don't know. I'm just so used to having them cuddled, by me, and I tell them what to do, and it's just hard. And like, thank you, Holy Spirit. My youngest son, he wasn't really a good driver starting out, and then he just caught on, and now he drives better than I do. So I gotta learn to let stuff go. Let them be who God created them to be. Just let them. They gotta grow up. I can't be, keeping them to myself forever. They gotta grow up. They got a life to live too. So y'all, I'm gonna get in here. I got my little bag. I'm gonna get in here at this little thrift store. I want to try to find. We got 2 decks where we live. So on my deck coming out of my bedroom. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Lord just reminded me, y'all. He said, when we was visiting homes, I had totally forgot about that. Not forgot about it, but it just came back to my remembrance. But when we were looking for homes, like houses to buy, to mortgage. We was doing that like a lot of Saturdays when we were staying in the hotel, Airbnbs and stuff. And these homes were beautiful. They were beautiful. There was this one house I remember. I said, "Ooh, I would the deck right out from the bedroom, y'all, the master bedroom. You could just sit. It was sitting on the house was on the golf course, and well, quite a few houses, and it was so beautiful. I was like, oh, I would just love to be sitting out here drinking my tea and reading my Bible. And the Lord said, okay, you said you want to do that, and you fix that deck up, you can do it right there. And so I'm gonna start. That's what the Lord He placed that in my spirit to fix this deck up, that the deck that's outside of my bedroom, and it's a sliding door. And I'm gonna be probably be making some videos from there too, but. I'm gonna sit out there. I'm gonna fix up the other one too, but the other one is where the puppy always be, the dog always be. So I'm gonna try to fix that one up too, but I'm gonna start with mine because since it gets dark, it don't get dark, it gets dark later now. I would love to just sit out there, when it's still a little cool now, but just sit out there in the afternoon or on my lunch, on my when I'm at home, during lunchtime or whatever, just sit out there, that's gonna just relaxing, and so I'm gonna set that up. But that's what I'm gonna go in here and see, can I find maybe I can find some cheap chairs, just they can just be folding chairs for right now, but and I could put a little cushion or something in them, but just sit out there, and if I can find me maybe 2, maybe 4, I could put the other 2 on the other deck, but we'll see. 2 for now, really. And then I want to try to find an artificial plant. If I don't find one today, I may order one from Amazon. I don't even need it. Don't even need to be fancy. It just needs to be a fake one, just for decorative purposes, and put that out there. And then just trying to set that little scenery up there. And then I may get like a little, don't really have to have no throw rugs out there right now, but just set it up so, we can sit out there at night, and it got a little porch light out there. But I just want to make that, real, inviting, because, I can open up my blinds there, and sliding blinds, and just sit out there and just be relaxed out there. And I know my youngest daughter, she gonna be out there too, because once I get it how I like it, she gonna be out. She'll help me decorate it, but she gonna be out there too. She'll be sitting out there with me. So I'm gonna get it together, y'all. But God wants us to be content with what He's blessed us with, and He really do. He don't want us to be complaining. Well, I want a house. No. He said, I blessed you with something. Be content with what you have now, and I bless you with more, but you got to be content where you at. That's where I got to be content. That's the word. That's the word for somebody else and for me too. I'll be back, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and see what they have. Hey, y'all, I'm back. Y'all, let me just tell you how God blessed me. So, I was saying before I went in I need to wash my hands, because that stuff was filthy in that store. I need to wash it off. But before I went in there, I was telling y'all that I wanted to get 2 chairs. Well, the Lord allowed me to do just that. Literally, I was walking down the little, I'm gonna turn this air up, it's hot. I was walking down the little alleyway, found me a book. Y'all, God is just awesome. I found this book right here. It's just $3.49. I don't know if you can see that. But it's called In Love, A Memoir of Love and Loss. So it says, it's a must-read testimony. You will never forget this book. Seems like I've sort of heard this author, Amy Bloom. But anyway, I'm sort of excited about reading that. I got my dog, this little toy right here. I'm always looking for stuff to, oh, let me go back. So I was walking down the little alleyway after I saw the book, so I know where they keep the, you know, like the chairs and stuff like that. So y'all remember I was saying I just needed 2 chairs, and I was looking for 4, but God said, nah, you just need 2 right now. Y'all, I found 2 lawn chairs, and they just regular chairs. I'm gonna wash them off, but they were together, 2 chairs, and they were both $4.99, which is half of what I paid for the 2 that we already got, or sort of half. But and the lady said, I told the lady at the checkout, she said, you got lucky. And I wanted to say, no, it ain't lucky, it's blessed. But I didn't say nothing this time. But I got this top right here. It's a Jacqueline Smith top. And I love they blouses there, y'all. And this stuff was half off. I got this blouse. I thought this was pretty. I like the way it was made right there. And I got washcloths. We need a few more of these. Their washcloths and stuff are pretty nice. I mean, they don't, you know, they're not dingy looking. This is Home Trends brand. This one is the big one. What is it? That's a price report right there. The big one. That's for me right there. I received that, the big one. You know, whatever God got for you is big. But then I got this scarf. This is for my hair. I'm probably gonna have to cut it, but if I may not have to. And I got my daughter. I got her some footies. This, you know, big. Oh, I didn't realize it was 2 of them. I didn't mean to get 2. I grabbed 2. I didn't know I had 2. I thought I just got 1. Now maybe they were stuck together. But anyway, them for her. I may take some pair for myself. I either get my son. Now he ain't gonna probably like these. They got palm trees on them. But anyway, that's what I got. And I got the 2 lawn chairs. And and I got a sort of like a thin comforter to go on my bed, because I'm tired of the one I got on there. I'm gonna see how, because the one that I have, I've been had for a long time, and then this one that I have not had a long time. So my next stop is gonna be, I'm trying not to stay out here too long, because y'all, when you stay out here too long, you spend too much. But God is so good. That is exactly. I know I gotta stop. I know I need to stop at the Dollar Tree, because their toys, dog toys in there are sort of expensive. I'm like, I'm not finna pay no $4.99 for no toy, and I can go get it at the Dollar Store, Dollar Tree. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna stop. I know I'm gonna stop there. I don't know for sure if I'm going to do Instacart or if I'm gonna it irks me now to go in the grocery store. They just do something to my spirit. I just don't like doing it anymore. It used to be so much fun. You know, I used to love doing that, but now it's just because I get in there and I feel like I overbuy stuff. You know, but when I Instacart, I need to start back doing Walmart too. The pickup. The delivery is sort of expensive because they charge you $9.99 in addition to, which is sort of similar to what Instacart do. But I like Instacart because I have a membership, so it's slightly cheaper, slightly. But anyway, I'm gonna head to the Goodwill. I still didn't find the plant. I'm just trying to find like an artificial. And I'm so excited because I was like, wow, that's exactly what I needed. I needed those 2 chairs. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. I wish I could have found 2 more, but maybe I can find 2 more at this Goodwill. But what I'm trying to do is create, you know, so we can sit out there with the dog, or because he loves sitting out there on that deck when we're not taking him to the park or something and just flopping down. So just trying to, you know, we can sit out there with our little plate, eat, something, drink juice, water, whatever, and just just make it where we can just sit out there, because that's what those decks are for. You know, we never utilized the deck we had at the house, the rental house. I think no, we never utilized it. I'm trying to remember, did I bought, I'm trying to think, did I even buy anything to sit out there on? I don't think I did. But it was nice, y'all. It was so nice. And I never, that's what my oldest daughter was saying. She said, Mom, we never used that deck. Now, the dog, he always went out there. You know, he loved basking out there in the sun. But we never, because how that room was made, the living area, the deck was right outside of it. And so we would just open the windows up and look out there, but we never sat out there for whatever reason. And I sort of regret that now. And everybody else had, you know, patio furniture and stuff and chair. You know, they enjoyed their deck, but we never did. And I could have, you know, that's when I could have when I had a lot of extra money, but I could have actually been grilling out there and everything, but I just never utilized it. But we're about to utilize this place because I'm gonna get this right. So Goodwill, that's where I'm at now, but y'all, they just expensive. And I'm like, gosh, they did not used to be this expensive. And I don't like coming to a store, you know, a Goodwill store paying a lot of money for something. I don't like that. I feel like I'm getting scammed. So let me go in here and see what they have. Y'all, I'm back. Well, Jesus did it again, y'all. He did it again. Yes, he did. So I went in the Goodwill. Y'all, I'm just so happy because I was literally in the bed this morning before I got started, and I was like, because on Saturday I sort of debate because I'm like, either I get a late start or I'm gonna get an early start. Either way, you know, I'm gonna still get out, but you know, I try my best to get an early start if at all possible. So this morning I did. The Lord allowed me to get on up out the bed because it's like last Saturday I didn't go anywhere. I was just spending time with the Lord, and I just stayed in. I didn't go anywhere. Saturday, all day Saturday, and then Sunday I of course went to church and I went right back home. But I didn't. I just normally I tried. I was trying to get out of the rhythm of going somewhere every Saturday, but I better get back in the rhythm because my daughter's getting ready to be here from college, so she gonna have me going. We're gonna have to go somewhere at least 2 Saturdays out of each month at least. But anyway, I went in Goodwill, and I was telling y'all I found the 2 lawn chairs, folding chairs, in the thrift shop, the ARC thrift shop. And then the Lord, because I was saying I wish I could have found 4 total. I found my 2 more that were waiting on me at the Goodwill. And this is the Goodwill. I'm gonna have to keep my mouth off this Goodwill because this is the Goodwill that I've been saying they don't ever have anything. And I literally just said it, and the Lord said, I got it for you. So I was able to get 2 more chairs, which I got what I wanted. I got the 4 total. That's what I wanted. And I got me I'm gonna show y'all when I get a chance. I got the artificial plant, which I wanted to put on my deck just to kind of, just decorate a little bit. And then the Lord blessed me. I mean, literally everything that I was wanting, y'all. Then the little black, it's not really a rug, but it's like a rug placing, I guess, outdoor, like the indoor-outdoor type of rugging. It's not even a rug. It's just like a mat, sort of like a mat. But I can put that on the deck because, see, the deck is just, what is that? Just wood, I guess. So I can put that down, and then put the plant. And I don't know if it's even big enough. The area of the rug, the placing is big enough, but it's okay. If it's not, it's still okay. Because I just wanted to do that setting. But anyway, I'm gonna do that. And then so I got my 2 chairs to put on my deck. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm gonna have me some tea now. I'm gonna have me some tea and have me some little cookies or something out there or whatever, and just, be out there, have time with the Lord in the morning or evening or whenever, And just like I say, He wants us to enjoy what He's blessed us with. We ain't no time for complaining. And what I ain't got, and I wish I had this, and directions. It was actually telling me what to do when I was talking. But anyway, I'll go down here and I'm gonna turn around. I'll get right on there because I need to get on this ramp so I can get to this store. I'm trying to get to the wig shop. Not to buy a wig, but they have really cheap lip gloss and stuff. So I like going there and getting that because y'all, I paid. I think it was. Maybe able to get over here now. That car coming too fast. They gonna let me get over. I'm gonna have to go down and turn around. But I thought I could go this way. No, this way, no. Different way. I thought I could get away with. I was already in the area I needed to be in, but I don't think I am. Yeah, I'm not. I'm turn around. And then I get turned around here. Let's see if it's gonna tell me I'm gonna turn around. This light. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the wig shop, not to buy wig, but I'm gonna get some lip gloss. They have really cheap. And I'm gonna do my best not to buy any products there, hair products, because y'all, I'm so overdoing that. Because I'm just like, gosh, I have spent so much money on hair products. I mean, so much, and it's like I got so many products and stuff at the house, and I'm like, I just want, if I could just find one that actually works on my hair, my texture of my hair, I'd be fine. But anyway, what I was gonna say is that I think I can go back this way. What I was saying is that I ended up paying $10, which my youngest son, gave me some money for Mother's Day, so it wasn't like it was my money, but it was a gift. But $10 for a lip gloss, and the lip gloss wasn't even really what I like. I like lip gloss. I mean, it was nice, it's shimmery, but I'm like, I didn't want to pay no $10 for that. But I just got it because I was in the checkout line, and I just went ahead and purchased it. But I felt like I wasted. It was actually $13. I felt like I wasted money buying that because I'm like, at the wig shop, their lip gloss is only $1. It's $1. I think it's 99 cents. I think, and that's the type of stuff I like, and it lasts a long time. Their lip gloss lasts so long, y'all. So anyway, I still got it. Take these glasses off so I can't see. It seems like when you're trying to get over, everybody's in your way. I'm trying my best to get over, and I'm not where I need to be, but I'm like, gosh, will you get out of my way so I can get on this ramp? Okay, I'm good. Should have already been over here, but I wasn't. But, because the wig shop is a little ways out, so from where we live, I have to set my mind to come here, because if I don't, I won't. So I said this morning, I said I'm gonna go ahead and go, because I always get like 4 of those lip glosses, because I get 2 for myself and then I get 1 for the girls each. They don't really use lip gloss like that. I think my youngest daughter, she got a certain kind she like, but I get this kind because I like it because it's so, to me it lasts a while, and that's why I like it. Like, why is the blinker still blinking? But anyway, so that's why I'm going here, and I just walk around and see what else. But this place ain't cheap either. If you're not careful, you'll walk out of there spending a whole lot of money in there too, because they are not cheap. They are not. So I wanted to change up my look, to be honest, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not really good at trying to style my hair myself, but I do my best with what I got. But y'all forgot what I was saying. Oh, so yeah, the Lord allowed me to find everything I needed, y'all. Everything. I mean, literally down to everything that I had in my mind that I wanted to get, because I wanted. And see, that's what I'm talking about. He said, okay. That's what he wanted. He said, okay, that's why I want you to be content. So since you're content, I'm gonna allow you to find what you're looking for. And can get distracted. I found some, I found some pictures too. That, a few little pictures. And I'm trying to find, I think I may have to, I guess I can get them at the Dollar Tree. But the little things where you don't have to put a nail in the wall. Just trying to find ways to hang up a picture that you don't have to, I forget what you call it. But you peel it off and, the thing is right there. You can just hang the picture on it. There's no nailing. Because the place we live in is, I forget what you call it, but if you ain't careful, you hitting on wood. And, you can still nail something right there, but it's really hard on that wood. And then when you take it out, it makes some mark. So, I guess I'm trying to say it ain't hollow there. It's like you hitting wood or hitting whatever's on the other side of that wall. So I'm gonna see, can I get some of those from the Dollar Tree? Cause I forget what you call them. It's for hanging pictures. They don't cost that much, but I'm gonna get that from the Dollar Tree. But yeah, everything, the pictures, everything I need, I want it. That's why I want to hurry up and get back home, because I want to, I gotta finish doing laundry. And then I also want to, get everything, situated. And so I'm really excited that I have what I wanted. It's what I wanted. And the Lord said, okay, I'll get you what you want. And then next weekend, I'm gonna focus on doing the other deck. Because we got two. But the other one, I may try to get like a little, actually, the rug, we already got a rug. So it's like an indoor-outdoor rug. The dog, I may just put that out there. I think that's big enough, that area. If it's not, I can always cut it. But I may put that out there on that other deck. Because right now, when we moved in, it's just like that indoor-outdoor green carpet stuff. Or it ain't even carpet. It's like, I forget what you call it. But it's just a floor, he put that down, the guy who was renting from, he put that down so it could be like a flooring or whatever, carpeting or something. But yeah, I just not thought about that. I could probably put that rug that we got in, because the dog got a little hair on it that I purchased it, and it was so pretty. I thought it was so pretty. And when I got down, so I got a little dog hair, and we got hardwood floors throughout the whole place. So I may put that out there. And then, put that out there, and then, and then put those two, well, actually, I was able to get, did I get 4 chairs? Did I get 2? Let's see. I got the 2 chairs I got from the Ark, and then, the Lord able me, so the Lord able me to get, it was just one, it's like a reclining chair. So that chair, I'm probably gonna put that reclining one. That's gonna be my chair. So I'm gonna put that on my deck, because it's like reclining. Me and my youngest daughter, she will be fighting over that one, cause I know she gonna be trying to be out there while I'm at work and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna put that out there on my deck, and then the 2 chairs that I purchased together, which they're just alike, I'll put that on that other deck, which comes off out of the living room. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably do that, and then if I could maybe find like a just another little type of plant or something. But I really don't want to decorate the other deck too much, because that's where the dog be at. He be on that one a lot, so I don't really want to decorate that, because he'll be out there chewing on stuff or whatever. But I want to get his little toys where he can kind of be out there or whatever, just do it like that. But anyway, yeah, I'm just so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. This is little stuff that makes me happy. I got this. Oh yeah, so let me show y'all all before I get out. So I got this right here. It says, let everything that has breath rejoice. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord. Psalm 156. So we got two words there. So it already got the little hanging thing right there. Can y'all see that? So look at that. Got my hands dirty because I've been taking all that dirty stuff. And I don't think what else. Let's see. And then I got this. Now this is like $40, y'all. I got this right here. I thought that was nice. It says, when you're lonely, I wish you love. When you're down, I wish you joy. When you're troubled, I wish you peace. When things are complicated, I wish you simple beauty. When things are chaotic, I wish you inner silence. When things look empty, I wish you hope. And this was only $1.99, y'all. So yeah, I thought that was cute. So it's certain, look at that, $1.99. It's certain stuff that just like say, take me home. And this right here, y'all, I got this for my youngest daughter. Really all three of them, but it's a dinner choices. 1, take it. 2, leave it. And I'm gonna hang that. I'm gonna make sure I hang that up in the kitchen so they can see that. I got these two. I really like Remember the Titans. I got a DVD player, so and then Taken. I really like Taken. It's the original. So that's what I got. And this is the. I can't show y'all the flower because the plant it's so big, but this is the flooring I was talking about. Y'all, this was only $3.99. And I'm gonna roll that out, clean it off, roll it out. So I don't know if y'all can see, but this is the flowers. It's back here, right there. It's a pretty tall one. And it was $17.99, but it's pretty tall. So I got that. So just stuff for the house, our place. Just add to it. I could have been adding to it, but everything in its time. I have to be in the mood to do that and look for stuff. So I was in the mood today, but I literally had told the Lord this morning. I said I was thinking about that last night. So I said, okay, I'm trying to get my bedroom area, set up pretty nice. And since my youngest daughter, she's gonna be here longer this time, so she has a air mattress. So I'm gonna try to find her. I'll probably do that next weekend. I'm gonna try to find her like a nice little, sheet set or something, with some pillows and stuff. And cause I don't feel like I need to invest too much money in a bed for her, cause she don't, she's really at college. So, but just that air mattress wasn't cheap. I got that off of Amazon and it's real nice. I mean, it inflates. It's a king. So I got that for her. It was like $80, $90. So I got that for her. So it's nice. It's very nice. And then, and me and her share closet space, in the bathroom and stuff. So the place is big, but it's just, it's utilizing every area and stuff really well. So it's a big place. It's way bigger than where we were at in the other place. The other condo we had last year. So y'all, let me get in here. I'm gonna go in here and get some lip gloss. That's my goal. And then I'm sort of getting a little hungry. Not super hungry, but no. But sort of covers, y'all. I haven't had it in a long time. I don't know. I'll see. But the Lord told me to take a break, so it's been, I had it probably, it was one Sunday we had it, it wasn't good that Sunday, I had it after, that's been like 2-3 weeks ago, probably 3 weeks ago, but I haven't had any since, or it may have been 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna go in here and see what they have. Try not to be tempted to buy anything I don't need. I really wish these wig stores, they would have someone like, you know, like a in Tennessee they had that, but I wish it was here in Colorado where, you know, like a black lady they could advise you what the type of products to get or what are best. You know, that would help because, you know, I look at the bottle and I look at the container, so okay, let me try this, you know, and I'm like, it's the same result. And I've been trying to take more time with my hair, but it's like, I gotta give myself more patience. I think that's what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and end up getting this gel, Eco Style gel. That does my hair pretty good. So I'll see. I just feel like if my hair was longer too, that'd help too. But it's just short right now. But let me see what they have, and I'll be back. Yeah, I'm back. So I did good this time. I only spent $20-something now, which is a whole lot better than I usually come out of there. I've spent almost $100 because when my daughters are with me, they want stuff or whatever. But anyway, this is the lip gloss y'all I was talking about. It's really good. It's Broadway is the brand, and it's nourishing, moisturizing, and it contains multivitamins. It's ultra lip shea butter, and I think that's why it gives this such a good shine. And so I got this one is, I think are they different because they different colors. Yeah, this one says vitamin E, and this one contains multivitamins, and this one is vitamin E. So I'm gonna give my daughters these. They'll have one of each. Oh, I see the difference. So shea butter, and then one is argan oil. I don't know if that's even good for your lips, but I got me two. I always get two because, like I said, I don't like coming over here that much. I don't get to come over this way. This where this wig shop is at, it's like almost 30 minutes from where we live. So I haven't been over here in a long time. It's been a long time. So I got, these are what I was talking about, y'all. Cold wave rods. So I'm gonna try set quick and easy setting. I don't have a hooded dryer, but I'm gonna try to do. I already have some at home, but I'm gonna try to see if I can even do those. Last time it was a struggle for me to not to roll the hair on, but to clasp it, because my hair, I think your hair has to be real slippery to do that. But anyway, I love little necklaces or whatever, so I got me this right here. It's just to wear in addition to my necklace. So I got that. That was only $3.99. And then this is the Eco Olive Oil Styling Gel I was talking about. And it was only it was $4.31. And like I said, these are the kind of deals I like, y'all. Right here. I don't like paying those $12, $14, $15 for stuff. And then I got two more. Did I already show you all this? So I got two of these. And then they gave me this little box. And then I got this says hair polisher moisturizing sheen spray. It's alcohol free. So it leaves hair with a healthy, soft, silky shine. So I don't know how it smells. It says olive and vitamin E enriched. It was only $5. So it's a pretty good can. I was looking at some. I always like watching different, on YouTube, how other black women do their natural hair. And so one lady was saying try oil spray, hairspray. And I was like, I never thought about that because I haven't used hairspray in forever. Like since back in the day. And she said, try that on your hair. Said it will not only give it, shine and sheen, but it will, I think it sort of will not hydrate it, but it'll give it like a little, it won't be such a coarse look. So I'm gonna do that because back in the day when I would get my hair, I would go to the salon and get the finger waves or whatever, and they would put your hair, they do the hairstyle and they just, spray the hair. I'm gonna see how this smells. I feel like it may smell Some of them smell good, some of them don't. Let's see. Can't even smell it, y'all. Let's see, can I spray it on something? Yeah, it ain't. Kind of smell. Yeah, it's just snapping. Sometimes some of them have a nice smell to them, but I don't think it says it ain't really got nothing. It says alcohol free, so it ain't got nothing in it. But anyway, it's olive, so I guess it's mainly olive oil. I guess soybean oil. It don't really have a smell. So I'm gonna try that. It says Fantasia. I don't know if this is Fantasia brand or I don't know, but I wasn't trying to get it because of that. But so I got everything I wanted, y'all. Everything. So now my other thing is, and I beat the rush. See, the early bird gets the worm. I'm glad I got on up and got out because, a lot of times I'm like, I'll wait, and usually, I don't know what time it is now. I think it's like, well, it's 11, I'm going to say 11:30. So, see, I'm already ahead of the game because normally I wait so late on Saturday, and I'm like, and that's why I'm I don't even want to do what I really should do because I'm just like, I just want to get back home because I'm trying to, but today I'm getting out early, and you find better deals and stuff that way. So, and then I believe not only it was God's favor, but it was also this lady coming out of her car. It was also when you get out early, because sometimes a lot of the stuff is picked over when when you get out late. And this time, I got out super early. And like I said, I was contemplating because I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to get out so early, but I'm glad I did. And that's what my late husband used to say, y'all, all the time. He'd be like, how can y'all lay in the bed so late late? And he said, everything is over and done with by the time you get up and get to going. Because this will be the time around this time in Tennessee, when I'll be like, okay, I'm trying to find me something to eat, A lot of times we still didn't go anywhere. We didn't really go anywhere on Saturdays. We just laid around the house. But now I get what he's saying. He said, just get up and get out. And he said, then you can go back home and lay around. Because you've already did what you needed to do. And I said, yeah, that's true. But at the time, I didn't want to hear that because, y'all, I would be so tired from working all week, and dealing with a job I hated, which I don't hate this job I have now. But I'm talking about then. I was just always complaining and stuff, and I was like, ugh, And so Saturday was my day to just relax and just enjoy and do nothing. And I loved it. I loved every minute of it. So I'm gonna go in here. This store is called 99-cent store, but it ain't 99 cents because I've been in here before, and they got a bunch of sort of, to be saying it as nice as I can, they got a bunch of junk. It ain't really, to me, it's not really a good. It's sort of equivalent to the thrift stores, but they got a lot of high priced stuff in here. I've been in here before. It's been a while. Just a bunch of resale stuff. But I'm gonna go in here just to walk around, see what they have. I remember I got some perfume out of here last time on a little personal bottle. It was like $2 or $3. They got stuff like that. It's really super cheap, but then for the most part, like I said, it's not really. I don't have a lot of that stuff is expensive, and I'm like, that sign that y'all got out there is deceiving, because when I first came in, went in the store, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna find me some 99 cents. I'm gonna find me some good deals in here. None of that. It was hard. It's maybe in the whole store, it's just a few things that's 99 cents, just a few. Here's the lip gloss I was talking about, y'all. I don't know if you can see that. 12. Can you see that? I don't know if you can or not. $12.95. This is at Bath and Body Works. And the only reason I got it was because my son bought it for me. But it's called Lip Glossies. And it said Flawless Shimmer. It's a shimmer in it, but you see, I've had it since Mother's Day, but I use lip gloss a lot. But you know, I'd rather have this. To me, this lasts longer. It lasts way longer than this do. Because you just squeeze this out. You just need a little. That's all you need. And this is how many? This is 0.7 ounce, and this is, what is this? Let's see how many ounces it is. But anyway, this application lasts longer than this one, because you know you taking this out and applying it, and each time you're taking it out, it puts a lot on the stick, on that stick that you're putting on your lips. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and see what they have, and I gotta call my daughter back. I know she like, where's mom at? But I try to stay focused, because if I get to talking to her, and I'm focused right now. So that's why I'm trying to just continue to be focused, because I'm trying to think, when I leave here, I'm gonna go to I need to go to the Dollar Tree, get our puppy some toy. His little is what we do. He know every Saturday when I come back, I have his little treats and his little toy. So I'm gonna go there, and that's probably gonna be it, because I don't have anywhere else I need to go. I really don't. I want to get me another Bible, but I really don't need another Bible. I just need to tape up the one I have, because I really like that Bible, NIV version. But it's coming apart. I wish I could. I just need to take time and tape it up good. But I really like that Bible. I made notes in it, and I just really like it. So anyway, I don't need anything else. I may just do an Instacart order, because I wanted to try a new meal for them. I saw online, it's like a Big Mac, but but I have to be careful what I fix, because my youngest son, he's so picky, y'all. He is so picky. And certain stuff he don't like, and I don't like that, and I don't like this. So my oldest daughter, she's out of those younger three, she whatever you fix her, she'll eat it. But I was trying to change up, you know, because I always buy the same stuff. I get lasagna, spaghetti. We had they had manwich night before last Thursday. So I try to change it up, but I'm like, okay, what can I could do tacos. I may do tacos. They'll eat that. Maybe tacos and corn for later today. Trying to think what else. Need to get some more bathroom tissue. I'll get that from the Dollar Tree. Need some more water. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start buying 2 24 packs of water from Walgreens instead of one, because they go through water like nobody's business. So I'm gonna have to get more water. So anyway, that's all I have. That's all I'm gonna do, because I don't want to be out here too long. I want to enjoy my Saturday, especially since I have the stuff on to go on the deck. I really want to sit out there this evening and just enjoy. So I'm gonna go in here and see what they have, and trying to think what else. The Dollar Tree, I really want to go in person. I could do an order from them, but I really want to go in there in the store and get it, because it's gonna be cheaper. When you do the Instacart, they add extra $20 on it, so I don't want to pay that extra $20 today. I'm gonna go in here and see what they have, y'all. I'll be back. I'm back, y'all. So I just decided not to go in that little 99-cent store, because that's a waste of time. I don't feel like just walk. I mean, I like walking in the stores and through them and stuff like that, but some said just don't go in there. So the Holy Spirit tell me don't do something, I ain't gonna do it. I try to be obedient most of the time. So yeah, I just, because like I said, I haven't been in there, and it's been a while since I've been in there. But the last time I went in there, like I said, they have a lot of it's a lot of sort of just a resale type store, like off-brand stuff, which ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's a lot of I don't know, it's just a lot of sort of junky type. It's like a junky type store, but they got it's super organized. It's very organized. It's clean in there too. But I went in there thinking, ooh, I'm gonna get me some good stuff out of here, and I was like so disappointed. I was like, what? Why is this 99 cents? Because it's only a few things in there that's 99 cents. Like probably gum or something like that, popcorn or something you eat. Everything else is no. So, I don't know what I thought I was gonna get, but I was sort of disappointed for that. But I just like, you just never know, because sometimes, you can find some really good deals. So I was just super excited going in there, because, you don't see that a lot, 99 cents. You don't see that saying hardly ever. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and see what they talking about, because it's not too far from it's in the same complex, the same plaza area as the wig shop. So it's a pawn shop, wig shop, some eating places over there. But yeah, it's just a waste of time going in there, because I'm not going. Then how sometimes you go in the store and you really don't have nothing set to buy out of the store, but you end up buying something anyway just because you went in there. Because you see something like, okay, I'm gonna try that. But I'm trying to get away from doing that, because that's wasting money. And the Lord, He wants all of us to be more, manageable with our money and stuff. I believe He wants us to enjoy, what we made on our jobs, the money or whatever. But He wants us also to be, mindful of what we're spending, what we're spending it on. Because even when we had my late husband's death policy money, I wasn't just wasting that money. I was using it as wise as I could, because we actually was needing stuff. We needed stuff with that money. We needed to buy stuff, so that's what I was doing. But there were times where, I'm gonna be honest, I'd be like, okay, we can do it, because before we left Tennessee, we were door dashing, I know, just about every day. I know we were. And even here, because when we stayed in the hotel, I couldn't cook, so I know we was door dashing some of them days, maybe twice. Well, we get tired of it, so we'll just, like go to the store or something and get like some little snacks. So we had a fridge and stuff in one of the hotels we were in, and we had a suite. That's why I was always trying to get like an Airbnb or something, because I was like, okay, if I can get something like that where we can cook, like where I can cook, and that makes it better, and we can save a little money. But yeah, that gets old. It's fun at first, eating out, it's fun every once in a while, but then, after a while, you're like, okay, I want some food, because you wanna be able to eat off of what you prepared, because you just buy something from the store, from the restaurant, and they deliver it to you. You eat that, and that's it. It's gone. Most of the time, unless it's a big, unless it's a big helping or something. But that's why I was like, I'm just gonna, I was trying to find somewhere where we could cook. That's what I was looking for. So anyway, I'm gonna head to the, but yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, just we need to be mindful of how we're spending our money. Like I said, if you see somebody in need or something, or somebody, come across your path, bless them, help them. God wants us to do that. Not be stingy with what He's blessed us with. favorite. They ain't really cheap, but hey, it works for me. Sometimes I think I'm going the right way. This little thing is, oh, it's telling me to get in the left lane, so I ain't in the wrong lane. I thought I was supposed to be going left. I wasn't for sure though. It's a navigation in this car, but I just need to know how to work it. But I'm so used to doing stuff on my phone, I never think when I'm sitting still to key in what I need to do. So that's my fault. But yeah, I hope y'all are pray you all are having a good, wonderful day in the mighty name of Jesus, and I hope you just enjoying this day. I don't know how the weather is where you're at, but it's 74 degrees here, and it's so pretty, really pretty here. And I brought my sweater because usually when I leave out in the morning, you know, sort of early, like in the morning we leave out for church, it's gonna be cool. So I always take my, you know, just have my sweater, because while I'm greeting, I'm standing like in that doorway and that wind is blowing. And so I'll, they have a yard sale. I just have my, sometimes you can find some good stuff, you know, at those too. But I just have my sweater with me just in case, because that wind gets a little windy. So I got what I'm gonna wear to church tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna. I've been going to Burlington, get me a little cheap dress or something, but I think for tomorrow I may just wear, I like wearing dresses though, so I was trying to build my wardrobe back up, because y'all, I used to have so many dresses back in Tennessee, so many. My mom, she would give me some, with she had out, you know, couldn't wear anymore, and I just had so many dresses, but I just I like Burlington. Always have some good deals. Like their dresses, you ain't gonna spend no more than $20. Some of them dresses be like $12, $13, something like that. But the only thing I don't like about going in the Burlington that's really super close to where we live, is they got security in there, which I don't have no problem with security, because I'm not stealing. You know, I don't have no problem with, you know, that. But it's just the fact that they watching every move you make, and I'm like, okay, what about the people who actually coming in here to steal? You know, all I'm doing is I'm just looking around. But you know, usually, I mean, I go straight to the dress rack, so I know, you know, so I'm not looking like I'm looking suspicious or nothing. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about that. The security person open the door for you, you know, the little thing for you when you go in there. I'm like, okay, so I don't like that. But they must have had a lot of issues with theft, because I mean, it's like they are watching you. I was paying attention when I first went in there. Was when I went in there that Saturday before Mother's Day. That's why I found that really pretty dress. It was like it was waiting on me, because that dress is so pretty, and I didn't even get a chance to even really, you know, nobody really saw me in it, because there's that Sunday my back was had my what you call it. I was having issues with my back, lower back, and but I still went to church. I went to church, but we got there late, and then so I wear it another Sunday probably, maybe next month sometime. But I love it because it's so long and flowy. And I was looking for they have dresses in the thrift store in the Ark, but those dresses is not what you wear to church. So, and then Goodwill, I didn't even go there today with them, because I had a goal, and I accomplished the goal for both stores. So I wasn't really looking for clothes. I got me those two blouses. Yeah, I wasn't trying to, because I knew if I had went in there and had on my mind, okay, I need to get a dress, I would have got distracted. So I was stuff cheap. I get excited when his stuff is marked real low. But I'm so happy and thankful that my mom raised me. It's one thing I'm really thankful. One of the other things that I'm thankful to her, actually thankful to her for raising me how she raised me, because I really, that's one thing she always, taught us to do is to, you don't have to go to no expensive store, and I raised my children like that too. I said, you can find you some good deals at a thrift store, and some good finds actually. But some people have certain stuff that they want to buy, and they certain name brand stuff, and it's like they don't want to, deter from that. And that's fine. I respect that. But me, I'm going for the low price stuff. And like I said, it don't matter how much money I ever have, will have now, whatever. I always shop at a Goodwill. I'm always be looking for a good find, a good deal. I'm not gonna, be trying to find no $70, $80 dress, no $90 dress. For what? But I know a lot of people, they do that because of the quality. If they got a certain brand or something they really like buying, and they say, well, I know this is good quality, and I get that. But at the same time, that's just, like I said, that's not a big thing for me. I mean, yeah, I want something that's gonna last, but anything will last if you take care of it and you keep it up. It'll last. But some people, that's their excuse. That's what they say, so that justifies them paying a lot of money for stuff. I don't know. That's a turn off for me. I'm like, why? I can go get that same thing. Then some people, where I come from back in Tennessee, people brag on, oh, look what I got. I bought these shoes for $100. I bought these shoes for $80. Who cares? I'm like, I can go get them same shoes for $30. Or a brand is pretty close to it, and I'm good. I got $70 extra in my pocket. So, that's what I need to do. Thank you, Jesus. I need to go pick up the mail. My mom sent a card. She got a card ministry, y'all. Well, she retired now, so she don't have nothing to do really. Just in plain words. So she mail out cards, and that's thoughtful. It's very thoughtful. She mail out cards to me and others in the family or friends, I guess. She said the Lord placed it on her heart to do, so that's what she's been doing for a little while. So I looked in my P.O. box, tell me what's in there. I haven't been over in a while, so I gotta go this way anyway, because I gotta stop at Walgreens. I'm just gonna go in there and get some bathroom tissue, and then I don't think we need nothing outside of there. And the P.O. box is like on the way there, so it's like in that same area. So I'm gonna get that, pick this mail up. How much? But I'm gonna pick that up, and then I need to pick up the mail at our condo. We got a mailbox there, and I bet it's full, cause I don't check it every day. But so I need to check that today. Try to check it today. It's on the way. It's on the way going back to the condo. In the thing, but it's like, you gotta park the car. Then it's a little sensor. You gotta do the sensor on the door. Get in there. Go to the P.O. box. Get to the little mailbox thing. And then you're there. But it's not a hassle, but it's just like, when you get, when I get in that area where I'm almost to where we live, I'm like, I don't be wanting to stop. So, I'll see. If I don't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. I get my son to do it. But today is his rest day. his dad was my late husband. He don't, he don't really want nothing. If you give him money, like here goes some money, he'll use it. He won't use it for himself. He'll just, I'll use this, I'll save this for my gas. He won't like splurge on himself, and he needs some work shoes, but I don't know. I would literally have to buy him the shoes, because if I give him the money to buy the shoes, he ain't gonna buy them. But he needs some more work shoes, and he got flat feet like his mama, like me. So he really needs some more shoes, to be honest. Work shoes. That's what he needs. So I may try to. And then he needs some. Yeah, that's the other thing. I need to get him. He needs some more glasses. Some new glasses. Glasses he got. Sort of. You need to make an appointment for that. So I try to, like I said, try to, treat them and stuff, because we all just been through so much, y'all, together. And whenever we can just enjoy and do stuff, and, ain't no stress or strain, it feel good. It really do. I'm just overwhelmed with God's goodness, because he's just been so good to us. He really have, and we don't deserve it, and he just keep on blessing us. Keep on. All of us. None of us deserve his goodness, and he keep on doing for us. So I'll be back, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the mail. Hey y'all, I'm back. I picked up the mail, and my mom actually sent me a little financial blessing. I appreciate her. She didn't have to do that. I told her she don't have to do that. I'm just gonna figure out a way to bless somebody else with it. That's just how, y'all. I'm not faking, and I'm not lying. That's my heart now. I'm like, God provides for me. He do so much, and I'm gonna share what he did. I think it was last Friday. Last Friday. Well, last Friday morning. So I don't need anything. I have everything I need. I need more of him. That's what I need. I need more of him, more of Jesus. But I'm serious. I'm always thinking of a way to, bless somebody else. I'm like, okay, who can I bless? Who can I help? I used to be always harboring money, and let me see what I can okay, let me put this $20 up, let me put this $30 up. But I don't, like I said, I did an analogy of that on a video the other day. When your hands are like this, your hands, or one hand, whatever, but when they open, you can receive, you can receive, and you can also give. So, oh, they got some nice flowers. But y'all, every time I get flowers, they $30. I ain't worth no $30. Every time I get that, they got the hanging ones. That's too much. I want to get a live one. But all them flowers, $30. They pretty though. I want to get a real one, but they always die. And then sometimes flowers attract bugs and stuff. So the area that I'm trying to, decorate, that deck, I think it just needs to be like a little bitty thing or something. Maybe a flower that's already, what's it called? It's already established, not like a hanging one, but like a potted one. Because I can just sit down and maybe. But like I said, I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh, those are, sometimes they attract bugs and stuff, little ants, because I want that area to be clean and nice. I don't want it to be nets and stuff out there. So, and I should have got the little table that I saw, y'all. It was a cute little table that was in the, was it in Goodwill or Ark? It was in the Ark, and I should have bought it. it was a perfect little size table and everything. But they actually got a little table, because I got my oldest daughter one, at Five Below, and they only $5. They like it's not a nightstand, but it's sort of like a nightstand little thing. But you can't put a whole lot of stuff on it, but it's cute. It's just $5. So I may just get one of those to put out there, because I wanted something. But the table that I saw at the thrift store, it would have been perfect, because it looked like it was gonna be perfect. Right there. I can't tell if that's handicap or not. It would have been perfect because it was decorated cute, and it looked like it's supposed to be on the deck. But I don't feel like going back over there to get it. It's probably still there. But I'm a little ways now from the Goodwill. From the work, so that's how they need to get it. But it was cute. It had like a little flower or something on the table part, but it was just the right size and everything. And I'm trying to think. I don't think I looked at how much it was, or maybe I did. But I decided not to get it. I started to get it, and I was like, So, but I want, like I said, I got this chair. I'm gonna clean this chair out. But I got, it's the reclining chair. But I got I wanted like a little thing where I can put like my, if I'm drinking something, tea or water or juice or something. And then even if I'm eating something out there, I got me a little bowl of, little maybe something, if I'm eating lunch or something out there, or a sandwich or whatever, I want to have something to put something on. So that's what I was sort of trying to. That chair I got, I'm gonna let y'all see it when I get it all set up. I'm gonna take a picture of everything. But that chair, that's lounging chair, is nice, and it was only what was it? I think it was $8 or something like that. Cause it wasn't like 20 or nothing. It was like $8.99 or. Cause I was like, what? And it's nice. Yeah, all it just needs to be cleaned off. That's all. So I'm gonna run in here. I'm getting to my last stops now. I'm gonna run in here and get I'm gonna get bathroom tissue, and I always get Scott's tissue. I'm gonna get that. I think I just need to get one pack of it, because we already got Angel tissue at home. That'll get us through to this weekend. So I'm gonna get that, and then I'm so happy. I'm just so, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for your blessings. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. Thank you. I'm just so happy, y'all. Because we were in a totally different scenario this time last year, totally. And we was moving out and trying to get rid of stuff. And now the Lord said, "I'm gonna replenish you. I'm gonna restore you. I'm gonna restore the years unto you that the locust has eaten." And I thank Him for His restoration. I do. But I'll be back. I may try to take y'all in Walgreens with me. I might. I'll see. I'm back, y'all. So I did good in Walgreens. I only spent I forgot how much I spent. I didn't spend a whole lot. I only spent let's see, I got some taco shell kit. I think I'm gonna do tacos for them. They haven't had tacos in a while. So I do that. That'll be for tonight. We just gotta get some hamburger meat, of course, and tomatoes and lettuce and cheese. And I'm gonna do some corn, some what do you call it, niblet corn. I don't even really know. Usually with tacos though, you could do either what is it? Some people do I'm trying to say, y'all. They do the corn. They do some type of vegetable, veggies with it. Or you can do, it just depends on whatever you want. Some people eat black beans or something with it, with some type of sauce or whatever. So it just depends. So anyway, I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna change up, because I always do spaghetti or something like that, but I know they're tired of that. So I do that, and they always demolish the lasagna. I always buy the family size lasagna, and it's gone, y'all. It's gone in like a day and a half. It's gone. So I'm just trying to think of creative stuff I can fix for them. They a while back, my youngest son kept saying, "Mama, you gotta make some chili." So I made some chili. That lasted, but the last batch I made, they didn't eat it. They didn't eat it like, they didn't really want it like they wanted it the first time. First time they demolished that pot. So I'm gonna do that. I want to go to the park, y'all, but I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna get off track if I do that. I need to walk. I really do, but I'm gonna get off track if I go do that. Not really off track, but I'm literally right up here by the park, but I haven't eaten anything. So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna say that for next Saturday. Because if I do that, I'm gonna be tired, and all I'm gonna want to do is, I'm not gonna want to go to the Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna want to give me something to eat and go home. So I got one more stop. I gotta stay focused. It's so pretty, y'all. It's 77 degrees now. So pretty today. Cause it's been what day was that? It was a few days last week. It was it was rainy, cool. But you can tell everybody's appreciating this pretty weather because everybody is out. It looks like everybody is out. So I forgot what I was saying. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that walking in the park stuff because we got a trail. The condo we live in is on a trail, and I said I was gonna come out of my comfort zone and walk on that trail because it's a pretty long trail, and that's one of the things that the man who was renting to us, he was like, this is a nice trail that you guys are on. And because him and his wife, they used to live in this condo that we're in, and it's nice, y'all. It's really nice. Once I get it all together, I'm gonna show it to y'all, but it's not. It's nice now, but it's not how I want it, so I'm not gonna show it yet. But I should have taken pictures. I don't know why I did not, but I should have taken pictures before we moved in, because the before and after. I should have did that, but yeah, everything happened so fast. Sudden. It was just suddenly. It was suddenly, and I was like, everything just literally went so fast. Because we went from meeting him, it was on Saturday, just like today, and my youngest son was telling me, he said, the person responded, because we didn't know if it was a man or a woman by the name, and it really wasn't about the name, we just didn't know. And so I remember what I was doing, because that's when I had picked back up my old habits, and I was at Cane's. Y'all know the Cane's chicken place. We have them here. It's sort of like Zaxby's in the South. So I was literally sitting there in their parking lot and eating my little chicken box, chicken and fries and stuff. And I was just like, because we were still living with the lady from church. And I was, because this was in October, I think. And I just, my youngest son, he was at home. He was off that Saturday. And he was like, Mama, he said, and I can't remember, y'all. I don't think it was the same Saturday when she told me she believed that she needed to be back living by herself. I don't remember if that was I don't think it was the same Saturday. If it was, I don't remember. Anyway, I just remember, I know it was a Saturday because I always look forward to Saturday so I could just get away, But I went to, I was out and about like I always was on Saturday because I always, bought stuff we needed. I didn't bother her stuff. When we first moved in, I asked her could we use her some of her bathroom tissue, because we had literally just ran out for moving and stuff like that, and I hadn't had a chance to go to the store and buy any for us. But then after that was the only time. After that, I was purchasing everything for us. We had our own stuff. I didn't bother her for nothing, food or nothing. We had our own supply of everything. So anyway, what I'm trying to say. So my son that Saturday, it was around maybe 1 or 2, something like that, and he said, "Mama," he said, "they said they at the place now." I mean, no, they weren't at the place. They were on their way to the place. And he was just trying to find somebody to rent the place, too. And he told me, he said, everybody that had been saying they was going to meet him and come and look at the place, they always cancel, or they just didn't even show. And I said, "Really?" He said, "Really." So he said, that Saturday, I know this place, ooh, thank you, Jesus. This place was meant for us. Because he said, it's like God was saving it for us. He said, if you had not showed up, he told me if I had not have showed up that Saturday, I wish I remember the date. I can go back and look at my paperwork and stuff. But he said if I had not have shown up that Saturday, he said he had already made up in his mind that he was gonna sell that condo. He said because he said he was tired of just dealing with it and everything. And yeah, so it was definitely meant for us, y'all. It was meant for us. God said, I got somewhere for you, but you gotta so that's why I just I'm just really wanting to take care of this place. It's so nice. And he had the person who lived in it before us, I'll go more in detail about this later, but they had sort of damaged it and stuff like that, and just not taking care of it. They weren't paying their rent, stuff, all this type of stuff. And he had spent a lot of money trying to fix it up and get it where it could be rented out, again. And it's less than the place that we come out of. The place that we were in, the lease didn't get renewed, is way less. It's actually it's $100 less. And so, but it's way bigger and it's way nicer. It's newer. So I thank the Lord for miracles. I believe in miracles, and I know they exist because they exist. They in my life. I'm a miracle. So God he keep on performing miracles. So don't ever doubt Jesus, because I promise you, he gonna come through. He ain't gonna come through when you think he gonna come through, but he coming through. Because whatever he don't told you and showed you and you don't dreamed and whatever, it's gonna happen. But he we got, like I said, I always remind myself, it ain't about me. It ain't never been about me. It ain't none about you either. It's about, he's working on everything. He got to make everything perfect just for that right time. So, we think, well, you say, well, I'm ready for the blessing. A lot of times we not, or if we are ready, the blessing ain't ready for us. So it's preparation. It's a word for somebody. It's for me too. I'll be back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. So, I'm headed home, I believe. I'm at the 5 and below. 5, I don't know why I want to say 5 and below. It's 5 below. I'm leaving here now. I'm gonna head to the house now, because this car is it ain't full, but I done picked up quite a bit of things. So just little stuff, nothing just outrageous. But I want to get home so I can enjoy the rest of my Saturday, enjoy the rest of this day, get me something to eat and everything. But anyway, so the last time, turn this air down. I think the last time I was talking to y'all, I was at was leaving the Dollar, or I was about to go into the Dollar Tree. And I went in there and I got a few things. I got the treats for Dakota, our puppy, and got that taken care of. And then it was the cashier, she was saying, y'all, in there, she said, because she always say, "See you next time." I said, "Yeah, I'll be here." But she was saying that she said, what, she was asking the other cashier, she said, "Why is it so crowded, so many people today?" And he said, "Because it's pretty weather and people are out and about, And so anyway, she was just, I think she knew the answer, but she was just like, wanted to hear somebody tell her the answer. But yeah, I think everybody's just out and about today, enjoying this beautiful sunshine. So anyway, I'm gonna And then I just left the Five Below because I ended up purchasing a chair. It's not a chair, it's a table. It's like a stand, and I could sit that out there on the. Y'all remember I was saying that I should have purchased the one I saw in the Ark. I think it was the Ark. I don't think it was the Goodwill. No, it was the Goodwill. I think I saw the table, and I was like, I ain't gonna get it because I didn't want to put anything else in the buggy, in the cart. But I can't really remember how much it was, but it wasn't that much. But it was sort of cute because, like I said, it was decorated. I think it had like a sunflower or something on it. So anyway, I just didn't get it for whatever reason. But I sort of wish I had now. But I got this other one from Five Below. It was only $5, and then I ended up getting the dogs some more treats. It's two ice pops. You put them in the freezer, and my youngest daughter, she always get him stuff like that from Target. So I got him that. So anyway, hope he likes it. Looks like they real small ice pops too, but I'm sure he likes whatever. He ain't too picky. He like whatever I bring him to him. So yeah, it's like a little table, but it's super small, but it's enough for what I need it for. Like, I can put sit a cup or something on it, or a plate, a little saucer or something, So that was the whole purpose. Because when I sit in that lounge chair, I have something to put something on, so beside the chair. So that's all I need it for. I don't need a big old flat table or nothing like that, because that place out there on the deck is not super big, but it's not super small either. It's just enough. So the next thing I'm probably gonna do is put like some little. I think it's a place where you can hang. You can just hang like a little metal frame. Maybe got like a little saying or something on it, a little signage or something. I may do that, but right now I'm just trying to get somewhere to sit down and create that space. That's all I'm trying to do right now. And the other stuff is just that's just minor. I can add. That's just add on. I'm getting the main stuff right now, and I can do the add on stuff later. So I think I'm gonna get me some covers. I haven't had it in a while. I'm sort of hungry, and I think I may just eat it. I may just eat it in the car and talk to y'all because because I know once I go home, I gotta get all this stuff out the car, and then cause I'm hungry now. Like I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait to eat. I want to eat it now. So and I last night I had I've been doing better, praise God. But last night I had I got McDonald's their filet of fish meal, and that was good. It was actually good. But I'm just sometimes I don't like to really get DoorDash like super all the time, because it's it just depends on what you're getting from there. It's not always super fresh and hot. And a lot of those people who are bringing your order to you, they stopping and they not coming straight to you from the place for whatever reason. They're just not, but they should be, but they're not. And then sometimes that food is not like really hot, so you really can't complain about it, because somebody else is bringing you your food, so you can't complain. You have no room to complain, because they bringing your food to you. Even though you're paying them, they still bringing it to you. So I'm trying to remember how do you can get to the place, because I haven't. Oh, I know. I'll just keep straight. I usually don't go this way, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna treat myself to that today, and then because I like I said, I've been doing better. God told me to take a break, and that's what I did. But y'all, it ain't even about gluttony or anything like that. It's just it just be good. I don't know what other way to to explain it. It's just good. It's just good food, and it's always so fresh. And they had a special where they were selling this other fish from there. I forget what it's called, but I had no desire to try that fish. I don't even know if they still selling it. I think it was just for a limited time. But I had no desire to try it because I was like, I know what I like. But I did need to take a break from this cod dinner because I was, it makes my tummy hurt if I eat it too much. It's just a little greasy. But like I said, I have not had it in some weeks, so I'm gonna treat myself today. And I'm probably get a little small chocolate custard. I like their custard, and I always get chocolate. That's the only kind I ever get. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and that's it, y'all. That's all I got. I'm gonna head back home because I know they're about ready to want something to eat. I was gonna get I got some snacks and stuff from the Dollar Tree, but I'm gonna do an order. And I think what I'm gonna do this time is get just what I need for this meal, instead of trying to do get everything. Just get what I need for this meal, and then do it. I may try it, but the only thing with that is you're still spending the same amount of money, but you're just not doing it all together. But I'll see. I don't know. I'll see what I end up doing. I tried to call my daughter back, my youngest daughter back, but she tried to FaceTime her twice. She didn't pick up, so she may be out and about, or she upset with me because I told her before I left the house, I said, I'll call you in a bit. And a bit was like 3 hours later. But like I said, I try to stay focused because I know when I end up talking to her, me and her start talking about everything. And then I'm sure she's going to tell me about, she's packing up because it's her last week in her dorm. So she's trying to catch me up or whatever. But I love all my children, y'all, but it's sometimes sometimes, just to be honest, and I like being transparent on this channel, sometimes I just be wanting time for myself. I'm like, can I breathe? Can I just, because like I said, we've been through so much, and I know it, not only us, everybody, we ain't no exemption. But what I'm saying is just, in the past, some years, 3 years, it's just been like a roller coaster. I'm just like, wow, sometimes you just want to just rest. Which I don't mind talking to her and whenever she calls and stuff, because she don't never really, and then whatever, whatever she asks me to do, or, she'll be like, Mom, I want to DoorDash something, or like last Sunday we were at church, and I made it to church, and she said, Mom, she sent me a text, and cause see, she know what time, cause it's an hour difference. Chicago is an hour ahead, and so she know when we at church. She looking at the time, and so I literally was, me and my oldest daughter, we were on our way to church, and she texted me and said she wanted Dunkin' Donuts, so I sent her the money to get. And I asked her later, I said, what did you get? She said, I got she had something. I know she got a coffee or something, latte or something, and then she got, or whatever they sell, and then she got something like a donut or something. So anyway, for some type of breakfast sandwich or something. So whenever she asks me for something, I always try to, make sure it happens for her, because she's a straight A student. She don't ask for much, and whenever she do, she's a go-getter. I try to just whenever she asks for something, and a lot of times I'll surprise her. I'll send her something, a little love gift or something. I say, hey, thank you, Mommy, you're the best. So I try to make sure she's good, because I don't want her to be. She's a ways away from us, and I don't want her to be lacking for nothing. And she manages her money good and stuff. She got you know, means of getting her own stuff sometimes. But I try to, like I said, I try not to, try to, you know, help her whenever I can, which is pretty much all the time. But there was a time where I wasn't able to, you know, send her extra money or anything like that. I didn't have it. But praise be to God, I do now. Like I said, that's what I enjoy doing that. I enjoy not only helping my children, but helping everybody. I just really do. It blesses me so much. Y'all, I got these glasses. Y'all like them? I got these glasses from $1.50, $1.25, whatever it was, from Dollar Tree. And these glasses, you know, just sunglasses, but it's a certain look. I be trying to. I like the big, you know, the big lens ones. I don't like the little ones. So finally found. I'm gonna try to not lose these or what is it? Break them. They're just $1 and something. But like I said, I had purchased some from the Goodwill. And they look good in the store, and then when I put them on, I was like, I don't like these. So they was like the metal rim. I like the plastic or whatever this material is. I like this I guess it's plastic, I don't know. But I like these type of sunglasses. But anyway, that was just $1. I think that went up. I think it said, I don't remember if it said $1.25 or $1.50. It was one of them. But I just went ahead and got them. But I was like, ooh, yeah, those are the ones I like. So that's what I bought. So I'm gonna get me something to eat, and then I'm gonna head to the house because I'm gonna have to get them to help me get all this stuff out the car. It ain't a lot, but it's little bitty bags. It's a bunch of bags. Well, y'all, I'm just loving my life. I'm loving where I'm at in my life. I'm so thankful. I know I keep saying it, but I'm gonna continue to say it. I'm gonna continue to say it because Jesus is he the reason for everything. He the reason we breathe and we got air in our body, in our breath in our body, and you know, it's just like I said, I keep thinking about, you know, where we were at last year. You know, this time last year we were literally just got through her graduation by now, but you know, we was trying to. I still was keeping everything pretty whatever for the children, for my adult children, because I didn't want them to be stressing and I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't stressing, but I was concerned. I was highly concerned about, you know, what was going to happen, which any parent would be. I'm going to pull in this parking space, y'all, because I got to make sure I got money in my account so I can do my Apple Pay. I'll be back. I'm back, y'all. So I'm in the line. They got a little line today at Culver, so I'm waiting. It's 2 cars ahead of me, and then on the other side it's a truck. So yeah, everybody wait. So yeah, after I do this, I think I'm just gonna sit and eat in the car, because I know by the time I try to think y'all ahead, but by the time I get home, so I gotta get all this stuff, help them get this. I all gotta get the stuff out the car, and I got them chairs in the trunk, and I know I'm gonna be, you know, I just like to enjoy my food. I don't like to, you know, while I'm gonna be, you know, excited and looking forward to putting everything in its place, especially them chairs and stuff. And so I'm gonna be, and then the dog gonna be trying to get his treats and stuff. So if I've already eaten and everything, I'll be good, and I won't have to worry about, you know, doing all that other extra stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just eat. I'm gonna park. I see a parking space. I'm gonna park and eat, and then I will. Then I go home, because I don't have anywhere else to go. I did everything I needed to do today. Waiting is actually, I can pull over there yeah, I'm gonna, I see a parking space, so I'm gonna just sit. Just enjoy my little lunch, and then head home. When I get home, I got work to do. Oh, that's what I forgot to get, y'all. Those little, they called, I can't think of the name of them right now. Actually, while I'm out, I may go back. It's a Dollar Tree not too far from here where we live, but I hate going all the way back over that way. They're called, can't even think. They had a commercial and everything that used to come on about them. I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, it's just so you don't have to put a nail in the wall. I can't remember. I can't think of what it's called. But I just need like probably, I don't know how many I need. I need probably about 10. Cause I got a few extra pictures I want to hang up. And then and I think it's pretty. I have the Lord's Supper picture. But I feel like that needs to have a nail because that picture is pretty heavy. And I want to put that on the wall. And then I have my Jesus picture with the angels behind him coming down from glory. That was actually that hung in Tennessee in the house we sold. That hung on the wall, but I had like 2 or 3 nails in the wall. So I may have to do that again here, but I actually want to put that. It's in the living room now, but I actually want to put that in my bedroom. That's why I want to put that. I don't know where in my bedroom, but it's a wall coming out of my bathroom. So I may put it right there. I may just have. It's just when you hammer something, you hitting the wood, and it's like a dead, it ain't a secure spot there in the wall. You gotta. It's not in all the walls in the house, but it's just like you're hitting a dead spot. So I think it's just the wood. You're hitting wood or whatever you call it. It's not, the nail is not going all the way through. So that's why I didn't really want to do. I didn't want to hang it that way. But I see, cause it's a few pictures that I still gotta hang. And I want to get my bedroom a lot nicer than what it is, because right now it's a little cluttery. So I'm gonna see, I got a lot of clothes, and I didn't realize I had so many clothes, because y'all, when we were living with the lady from church, I had a bunch of clothes in storage, and then I didn't have that many clothes with her at her house, but then I would go to the Goodwill in the thrift store or whatever on the weekend when I got paid, and I was buying like these blouses and t-shirts and stuff, and then when it was time for us to move from her house, I was like, man, I didn't realize why I didn't realize that I had bought so much stuff, and then I forgot I had all that stuff in storage too. Hello. Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Y'all, when they give me my custard, I be watching their hands. I don't like when they keep their hands all over my stuff. But it's okay. He's a little young man, but I don't like when you put your hands all over my. Cause see, this a open. See how it's open, dripping right there too. But it's just open, and this is the way you should be carrying it, like this, the bottom. I think that's how he was carrying it, but. I be paying attention to everything. That's how you can get sick and stuff. Some people don't be washing their hands and stuff. They taking so many orders and stuff out, every 5 minutes or whatever. They just not. Being sanitary sometimes. I'm not saying him. I'm talking about everybody. So I be paying attention to that. Because for real, you can get real sick from people, germs and stuff. Real sick. So y'all, I can't think of the name of that stuff. That little thing that you hang up for. I can't even think. So I'm gonna go on over here while I'm out, because I need to see, and I pray they got it. Like I said, I can't remember the name of it, but it's you use it to hang pictures up with. I believe that's why I bought them the first time. It was from the Dollar Tree, if I'm not mistaken, because I bought a bunch of them when we first moved in this condo. I bought a bunch of them. And I know they sell them at Walgreens. They sell them at, what's the other stores? They sell them at Walmart. They sell them everywhere. But I'm going to go back over here. I'm so close to the house, but I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to go to it's a Dollar Tree not too far from here. So I'm going to go there, and so I can get that. That's it. I'm getting tired now. I was running around. I'm glad I remembered that. It's my whole. I want to get I purchased just a few pictures from that place. From the thrift store. So I want to go ahead and get those hung up. But yeah, what I was saying about my bedroom, it's just a little. It's not janky, but I want to get. It's a pretty big. Nice sized bedroom. So my daughter's her air mattress is, of course, it's deflated, but it's under my bed, and it's just a lot of stuff in there, in that room. So I need to make it. I want to make it more neater, and I got a mop too. I got to mop those floors today. So if I don't get to do that today, I'm gonna try my best. But if I don't get to do it today, I'm gonna definitely do a mop tomorrow, because y'all, it's just so much. There's always something to do. Always. But it's okay. I'm thankful to have a place to do it in. Because there was a time we didn't have our own place. So I'm thankful for that. I am. No complaining here. I can't think of the name of those things for nothing. When I see it, I'm like, yeah, that's it. But I know what I'm looking for. I know what it is I need. So, but it's a peel off. It's a sticker, and you peel the. I'm trying to think, am I going the right way? Because I'm trying to think, y'all. The Dollar Tree. Straight, but yeah, I'm going the right way. It's where I'm at. I'm on a busy roadway here, sort of like a highway. Not a highway, but it's just a busy roadway. I'm trying to remember where I need to turn and stuff, because I'm going away from where we live, but I need to get to that Dollar Tree. So I think I got to get back on this little overpass thing coming up that'll get me back towards the Dollar Tree. So but yeah, once I get these, then I'm done. I will have everything that I need, because I just want to I just like to get everything while I'm out, so I won't have to come back out, because I'm not planning on coming back out today at all. Next time we'll be coming back out to go to church tomorrow in the morning. So, and then I won't have to worry about, like I normally do, stop at Walgreens when I get out of church and all that, because I'm gonna already have the water, and I've got another some more bathroom tissue, so we're good on that. So yeah, should have everything we need, and that worked out. I forgot we already have that hamburger meat. It's like it's a pretty good amount of it, but I don't have lettuce, so I'm still gonna have to. I don't have lettuce, and I don't have tomato. Well, we got tomatoes, but we just need some lettuce and cheese, which we don't have. So That's what I may do. Once I come out of this Dollar Tree, I go ahead and do the order, the Instacart order. Do a small one, and then should be by the time I get home, the order should be there. I'll do that. Cause that's all we need is just cheese. Well, that they need, because I don't eat that. Cheese and got sour cream and lettuce. And I get like probably two cans of corn. I'm trying to think what else you can eat with that. You can eat. I know you can eat beans. Some people eat baked beans with theirs. Some people eat what do you call it? Yeah, this is whatever you want. But corn would be good with it for a side, and then maybe beans. I don't know. But they probably won't. They're not real picky, so they probably won't. They'll just eat the tacos. But I got the hard tacos, and I got tortillas, the soft ones. So either whichever one they want. Try to do like a little taco bar thing, and just lay it all out, and they can just get whatever they want. It's getting warmer. Just try to get stuff that I know that it's quick and easy for them to just go in there and fix themselves. They can fix whatever they want, but it takes, me. It makes it easy on my pocket. Instead of trying to fix a big old grand meal, and I can just every now and then I cook a big dinner, but like I was telling the lady in the store, I said I don't necessarily have to have a big meal. I said I can just eat like some nights all I want is cereal, when I get off work, or sometimes I've just eaten like a bowl of oatmeal and some toast. I don't have to have a big meal. I can go in there and fix me a sandwich or popcorn. It's just, I don't have to have all that like I used to. I used to have to have it, but now it's like, I don't even be hungry like that. And even though I haven't, and I don't really eat a whole lot during the day, so I'm not hungry. I eat a bagel in the morning. I got cinnamon raisin bagels. I eat maybe a half of one of those in the morning, and then I'm missing my turn, y'all. What I need to do, I already realize it. I get off in time. So I'm about to miss my exit. Yeah, I need to get on this, and it's gonna take me on this loop around so I can go to the Dollar Tree. I almost missed it, because if I had stayed in that left lane, I would have had to go the long way. No, actually, no, I would have had to go to that other Dollar Tree, because I would have totally missed this one. So I'm gonna, I cannot think of the name of those things. It's a name, call them something. But they strips, yeah. Thank you, Jesus. But I can't remember. It's another name that goes with it, hanging strips. But it's something else you call them. It's in my brain, but I just can't think of the name of it right now. It's actually in my mind. So busy out here. And I don't know why I don't always go to this Dollar Tree. I go sometimes like now when I forget something, And I've already been on that other side of town. On the other side of town, I'm like, oh yeah, I can go to this one, but just out of, just normally, I won't, for whatever reason, I don't really think about this when I go past it most of the time. But, and they have the same stuff the other ones have, but this Dollar Tree do, and it's closer, but for whatever reason, I don't think about going to this one. I always like going to the other one because I'm just so familiar with that one. And also, that one is close to, when we get out of church on Sunday, it's close to where we attend church. That's the other reason. Y'all see U-Haul on the left side of me. Yeah, I remember that. Because when we were living in the house, the rental home, that was my first time driving one. And I was like, oh my gosh. I had never driven a U-Haul, which is no big deal, maybe to some people, but y'all, we was on the struggle bus them days trying to move and stuff. It was so chaotic because we didn't let Jesus lead us. We was trying to do everything on our own, and it was just it was a mess. And I want to say at that particular time, that's when I think I was working at the State Farm, and my children, my adult children, they were, my youngest son, he really stepped up to the plate. He was helping me, because y'all, that's one thing I'm not real good at, is, when I gotta move and stuff, I'm trying to throw stuff away and get rid of stuff instead of trying to, put everything in neatly and stuff. I'm just trying to get out of the place, and he was, all of us, I'm just gonna be honest, all of us we were stressed because, we knew we had to get out of that place. And then here it was, my youngest daughter, she was getting ready to go into her senior year. It was just a lot. It was a lot. Cause in that house, she had completed her junior year, and then of course when we were in this other place, we moved out of last year. But we moved in with the lady from church. That place, that was doing for her whole entire senior year. But like I said, this place that we have now is so much nicer and roomier and spacious, and it's just really nice. It really is. And I just thank the Lord for it. And I told my adult children, I said, the people who said that they were coming, going to meet him and look at the place, they weren't supposed to. They were not supposed to. It was for us. God was holding it for us. Literally holding it for us. He saved it for us. Y'all, it's just, I tell you, it's a blessing. That's why you gotta always keep God first and let Him show you what He has for you, because it's got, what is it? What I'm trying to say, He's gonna show you what He has for you. It's instructions. He's gonna give you, and He's gonna let you know in on them. But we can't be out here trying to do what we want to do. We gotta let Him lead us, because He know, the way we trying to go is not a good way. It's 99.9. That's not the way to go. And really, it's 100%. That ain't the way to go. But He want us to. He said, just let me lead you. Let me guide you. I'm gonna show you exactly which way to go. I'm gonna show you. And while I'm leading you there, I got some people along the way that's gonna help you. Everything is purposeful. That He does everything. He don't waste nothing. And so, but like I said, I'm still training myself as well. We gotta get on the same page with God. We gotta want what He wants for us. quit fighting against him. You know, he know what he got for us. He know what he promised us. He ain't forgot. He don't lie. He can't lie. He will never lie. You know, I think this ain't handicapped. He cannot lie. He's a man that cannot lie. He keep his word. His promises are true. But we just gotta trust him. And that's what he keep reminding me. He said, if you just trust me, everything will be fine. Quit trying to go ahead of me and do what you want to do. Man, I'm so guilty of that, y'all. Yeah, this ice cream is melting. Or custard. And I like getting this because it's so much, y'all see it? It's so much creamier. And I already see this line long, y'all. I can see it through the door. I'm gonna try to wait. I'm try to wait till the line go down. But y'all, I also think too about when we were, you know, I had shared this in a previous video, but I was just feeling some type of way because I was like, you know, we would be in stores and stuff, and I'm like, it look like people can't help us. You know, why ain't nobody helping us? But God was telling me they ain't supposed to help you because I didn't tell them to help you. But I was in my feelings because, and y'all keep in mind, me and my adult children, we were still eating. Oh, the line went down. We were still eating good. We were. But we didn't have a place to live. We were working. I never stopped working. I never gave up. I was just giving it all I had. But yeah, I wanted to give up. Because I remember it was one day I was going into the in my job, and my son had let me out, and I was going there. It's a long hallway to get to the door where I work at, and I was like, Jesus, just give me strength. You know, I'm trying to see why these lights in this car. Cause you know, it's sort of, you gotta have some strength from heaven when you feeling some type of way and not feeling up and up and up, and you gotta go and pour out some into somebody else. But I never was mean to nobody on the phone or anything. If I was, it wasn't intentional. But I don't believe I was. And I can also remember looking at a lot of people's addresses, you know. I was like, because I knew, you know, I was familiar with some of the addresses because we had rode around so much. And I'd be thinking to my man, this is when we were living with the lady from church, and then even before, I would be like, I know where they live. They live in a nice area. Y'all, it was, I know God wants us to go through stuff so we'll never forget how it was him that brought us out. It was him. And now I will say this, you know, I love my parents, I love all of my family back in Tennessee, but you know, a lot of them, you know, they got that broke mentality, and they don't understand when you say, you know, the Lord, you know, my Father is rich, you know, and which we never lack for nothing. But when my adult children went back to Tennessee for that month, you know, everybody thought we were just living, I guess, from pillar to post. They just thought we didn't have no food to eat. It was actually the opposite. We probably eating better than them. Well, we ate out every day. But they, for whatever reason, they thought we didn't have no food. They thought we had no food. Some of them even thought that I wasn't even working. And I had mentioned to my late husband's father, I said, my father is rich in houses and land. And it's like he didn't like that when I said that. And I guess I sounded uppity, but I meant every word of it, because it's in the Bible. God said his children don't lack for nothing. And like I said, even though we didn't have a place to live, we had other stuff. God was blessing us otherwise. And I'm grateful. And like that lady said at the church, she said, when I was doing my little pity party, she said, you got a place to live, even though you're staying with that lady, but you got a place on your roof over your head. I said, yeah, but that ain't what I want to hear. Because I was like, but it ain't my place though. But I had to get out of my own way. I'm talking to somebody today. Let God do what only he can do. Quit depending on man. You know, my mama, she was sending us, for Christmas, she sent us, and I love her, I appreciate it. She sent us, she sent $50. And so she was like, it's 4 of us. And she was like, y'all split the money, you know. And I'm like, which is fine. But, you know, like I said, I sort of think back on, you know, how I handle stuff, you know, how God has allowed me to grow. And if somebody that I know, and you know, like I said, I know some people just ain't able. They ain't able, you know. But some are. If I'm talking about myself, my daughter is way out in a whole nother state, and she told me she was staying in a hotel. Even though she said she was okay, whatever. You know, I'm gonna be like, I ain't gonna be sending her no $50. I'm gonna be trying to send her, you know, what you need. But like I said, it wasn't supposed to be that way, no way. They weren't supposed to help us, because God was gonna help us out that situation. But what I'm saying, that's just how my man would have went, you know. Because I've been on the other end of that, and I've seen where they've helped other family members, you know, they go out their way, you know, let me send $100, let me send $200, whatever. But when people, they got a motive behind what they do, and some people just don't want to do it. They just don't want to help you. And believe it or not, some people, they happy you struggling. They happy. Yeah, I ate all that. That was good. Yeah, I mean, it's sad to say, but it's some people like that. They are so rejoicing that you're struggling. And even though they're like, oh, what's wrong? And I want to share this because I want to help somebody. And I come on here telling the truth. I don't come on here lying and making up stuff. But I remember I was standing outside, standing outside of where I work at, and I was on my lunch break. Yeah, I think it was on one of my breaks. lunch break 30 minutes, and the other breaks are like 15 minutes. And so 2 15-minute break and 30-minute break. So I was outside, and I always just go out there. You know, my car had been repoed in at that time, and so my mom was on the phone. So I was like, what is she calling so much for? And finally I said, well, because at this time the children, my adult children, they had made, you know, they was back in or no, I take it back. I think they was on their way back. This one was living with the lady from church. So they were getting ready to go back. Oh, sweet baby. They were getting ready to go back. And so I think it was just going to be a few weeks they was going to be headed back. So anyway, she was like, how you doing? You know, and I said, yeah, we doing okay. And then she had got some information from my late husband's family that my car got took, this, that, and the other, whatever. So she was getting secondhand information. So she was like, well, you didn't let me know, whatever. So I'm thinking, well, it don't happen now. So, you know, when the car got repoed, I'm like, well, what is it to tell? Who want to call somebody and tell them that? You just deal with it. So anyway, she, you know, she went on to say her little, you know, her little messages. I mean, her little, I guess supposed to be encouragement talk or whatever to me. But I didn't feel that way. And she was like, yeah. But I was listening to the whole time she was talking to me, y'all. And like I said, I love my mom, but you know, she got her ways, and we all do. But I was just paying attention, so I was like, you know, out of all what she was saying to me, not one time did she say, what you need me to do? You know, what you need for us to do for you? Do you need, you know, that never came out of her mouth. Like, she was just going all around it, and just basically, and I felt in my spirit where she was coming from was, who told you, you know, no, basically, that's what happens when you left us. We could help you if you was here. This is what I was getting out of the conversation. We could help you if you was here. Why did you even leave your hometown? Why did you even leave? Not putting God in the equation. You know, it's about them. You know, why did you even leave? So now, since you out there and you way in Colorado instead of in Tennessee, and if you was here, we could help you if you was here. Yeah. And you know, probably still wouldn't help, but that's just how, you know, that's the wording. That's the conversation. You know, if you was here, we could help you, but you way out there, we can't do nothing for you, so you're gonna have to struggle. You're gonna have to learn, you hard headed, so you just gonna have to deal with it. And so, but I sort of felt like that. It was like the underneath tone of that, you know, ha 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 ha. You know, who told y'all to leave? God told us to leave. And who comes before him? Nobody. So anyway, I said that so much, so I'm just blue in the face. I don't even, you know, I know what he told me, so I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna keep saying that over and over and over. You can believe me or not, I don't even care. I know what I know. But anyway, I could, you know, even my late husband, he used to say stuff. He said it's almost like they get pleasure out of people when they struggling or they having a hard time. And I said, yeah, you know, and at the time, you know, when he was living, I didn't really pay him a lot of attention, but he was right, y'all. And I you know, that's what I got out of that. When I took the time to talk to her, that's why I didn't even reach out to them. She kept calling me, so I just finally went ahead and talked to her, because I was curious. I'm like, okay, let me see where she coming from. But I'm like, yeah, ain't nothing changed, because she was just basically trying to get information on the hard time. You know, let me see how hard a time you having out there. You know, you should have stayed here with your mama and your stepdaddy and people that could help you. But you know, you out there, and then you got to struggle. And you can't, you know, we can't help you. You know, that's what I was getting out of that whole conversation. It wasn't no type of trying to, you know, what can we do for you or nothing. And then I told her, I said, well, I'm on my break or whatever. You know, I was letting her know I was on my break and stuff. And I said, I got to get back. But, you know, I was curious. I wanted to talk to them because I was so curious. I'm like, okay, let me see have anything changed? And I'm like, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. They still the same type of character people, you know. And God is only, it'll take God to change people like that. But yeah, the whole conversation had people here, y'all. People here that was trying to help me. They didn't even know me, you know, didn't even know our situation, didn't care. They just knew what I told them, and they said, okay, you know. And nobody was, like I said, we didn't need food. We didn't need food. We didn't need money. We needed a place to live. That's all we needed. But I was trying to convince them and tell them, but they didn't understand that. You know, I guess they thought I was being uppity or whatever. But I'm like, we got food to eat. But you know, people hear only what they want to hear. Some people got selective hearing. And instead of them, like I said, that's how you know people ain't out trying to help you and do the right thing. Because they got selective hearing, and they listening for mess. You know, they listening for, okay, you know, they know what they heard, but they gonna lie and add to that. But I was like, it don't even matter. But look at God. He flipped that whole situation around. And I'm gonna share with y'all about the vehicle that I'm in right now. I'm gonna share that. But like I said, it's just God is so wonderful. He's so amazing. He's so faithful when we are faithless. And he keep on blessing you. When you don't know what to do, God said, I know what I'm going to do. He said, I know what I'm going to do for you. But you got to trust me. And I'm going to be honest, after my car got repoed, this time last year, I was hurt. When it happened, I was like, whatever, you know. But it affected me because I was like, it started, you know, being reality to me. Because when I be at work and I get off, you know, it was time for me to go to work. It didn't matter when it was time to go to work. When it was time for me to get off work. And I was having to wait for a ride or either Uber. That's when it really hit me. And that Uber stuff. That Uber mess. I ain't like that. That's when it really hit home, when I had the Uber. And I was like, okay, this getting in my pockets now. You know, it's one thing saying, oh, I got to get an Uber, but that's money coming out my bank account every day. Twice a day. Because I had to get to work and I had to get home. And then when my son came back, I didn't have to do either one. Sometimes I would have to Uber home. But like I said, I'm trying to think of something I can do for him, because he just really been a blessing to me, y'all. Well, to the whole family, to me and my daughters. And he remind me so much of his daddy. He's so he's very selfless, and he like having fun and doing stuff. But he told me, he tells me he's coming to my room every night and we'll talk. Last night, I feel sort of bad, y'all. Last night, cause I had a long day at work, and I said, okay, it's wind down time. You know, I just say I shouldn't have said that, because he be wanting to talk. He don't have nobody really to, you know, talk to. He got somebody to talk to, but he talked to Jesus and his sisters. But he like talking to me. We'll laugh or whatever about stuff. And so he said, Mama, he said, oh, there you go, Mama, talking about wind down time. I said, yeah. And when they know when I say that word, wind down, get out of my room. Cause I ain't doing no foolishness. I'm tired, and it's just I want to watch what I want to watch on TV. I'm finna eat, or I've already eaten, and I just want, it's me and Jesus. It's my time with Jesus. But anyway, I was writing in my journal, and so he went on out the room, and so I kind of felt bad this morning, because I was like, he just be wanting to talk. But usually, most of the time I talk to him all the time. When he come in there, he'll tell me about stuff at work, and it's so funny, the relationship we got. And we've always had it, because his daddy, when my late husband was living, he said because I would just do silly stuff, y'all, and I'm just gonna get this rings out in my mind. What this is how we were. We just cut up all the time in that house. And so that's why when my husband passed away, late husband passed away, it was such a big blow to all of us, because we had such fun together. We got mad at each other, but we just had fun. We did silly stuff all the time with each other. And so love, it was all out of love. But my late husband, he just, it would just unnerve him when I would stand at the bottom of the steps and I would call my youngest son. I say his name, and I said, come on and get your food. And sometimes he wouldn't hear me because he have his door to his room closed. And I say his name like 2 or 3 times. And my late husband be like, what are you calling a grown man for the dinner? And so, that would just bother him. He said, he know where the food at. He know how to come down here and get his food. And so then my youngest son, he'll be like, that's my mommy, and that would just aggravate my late husband. He won't be mad, but he just be like, y'all just, because he was basically, his whole thing with it, and we'll all laugh later, but his whole thing with that, he would be like, you got to let him, he a man. So he know how to come down and get his own food. Why you calling him? You call the girls. You ain't got to call him. And so anyway, that's just the relationship we had. But it used to be so funny. And then I would say, he worked late or whatever. I have him a little plate fixed in the microwave or whatever. And my late husband, he was real big on that. He'd be like, you let a man be a man. But he would be so proud of him. He would be so proud of him, y'all, because he has he's helped his mama so much. He's helped his sisters. He's such a hard worker. And the Lord don't bless him on his job. They don't promote him in just a little short time. And like I said, that's why I try to, I always ask him and say, what you want me to get to eat or whatever? Because I try to sort of, the girls, I would say, you always cater to him. And it's not catering to him, but he's helped y'all. It ain't him. It's Jesus using him to help us. And Jesus uses him to help his mama and his sisters, and he obeyed too, and every time. So I'm just thankful. I really am. But his daddy, my late husband, would be so just happy how he turned out, because he thought a lot of times he wasn't listening to him. He was listening. He just wasn't doing it at that time. But it's just a blessing. It really is, to have a young man that's helping his mama, and me and him, he helps him with the bills and stuff. And I told him, I said, I want you to live your life too. So I told him, I said, preferably, we're going to be praying, preferably by the end of this year, if nothing else, the first of next year, I want him to be able to get his own place, or at least, I want him to get his own place. I believe that's doable. But he just gotta, I want him to be able to, be able to save and stuff. Cause here it's not cheap here at all to live. But I told him you can always, and even if he had to stay a little longer with, me and my oldest daughter, cause really it's just me and her, cause my youngest is, she in college. But I just want it to be where we comfortable, and whatever else God gonna do, that's him. That's what he gonna do. He gonna do it anyway. But I just want I want all of us to live comfortable and live responsibly. I don't want us to be out here wasting money and just splurging. I want to be able to, and I know that's where he's taking me. He wants me to be more, secure in my finances, so he can bless me with what he gonna bless me with. But he needs to see that I'm responsible enough to handle, what he's blessing me with. So I'm gonna do the lady. I need to do a video about that too, y'all. But the lady, I've shrugged it off because I ain't care then. But I sort of think back on that now, how God will place people in your path. But when I was working at State Farm, she was on her way out because she had got another job and another position, and it was still with State Farm, but it was where she's gonna be working from home. And so she was showing me how she budgets her money. And that's another thing I need to do. I need to get my laptop. I got a nice laptop, HP, but it need a charger. And I think they sell the chargers at Walmart, but I ain't going to Walmart today. I may have to get my son to go get it for me or something. He said, Mama, they just cost $20. I said, yeah, but I don't know which kind to get, and I don't want to get the wrong kind. So anyway, I need to get that so I can start back using that. But she had actually shown me how to, she had pulled up a spreadsheet, and she said that's how she pay her bills. And she said whatever's left over, that's what she kind of splurge on. And she said sometimes, some months she got a lot left, some months she don't. But she said all her bills paid. And I said, ooh, I like that. And she shared it with me, y'all. She shared it with me, but I never utilized it because I didn't care. Because then we was trying to find a place to live. And I want to look. I ain't care nothing about no budget, no spreadsheet then, cause I'm trying to. I ain't even got enough money to, but I ain't even got enough money to budget. I'm trying to find a place to live. So anyway, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna be more manageable with my money, because I know that's what God is leading me to do, and it's a purpose in it. And I feel like I'm doing better, because when I go in stores now, I'm not just going in there and just like, ooh, I'm gonna get that. Ooh, I'm gonna get that. I'm being mindful. I'm being very mindful of what I'm buying. You know, like when I was in the Five Below, I went in there for that little stool, and that's what I came out with. And this what I got. I don't know if I showed it to y'all, but I went in there and I got this. Oh, I got this and a thing for my eyebrows. So I got this right here. I'm gonna set that out on the deck. And I think that was. Oh, and then I got the dogs and treat. Yeah, that's all I got. I think out of there. But I'm doing better. I'm doing more mindful. Being more mindful about what I buy, because you know, I look, sometimes I'll glance at my account and I'm like, ooh, why? Ooh, I spent a lot of money on stuff I didn't really need to. So that's what, you know, like I said, God wants us to be good managers of what he blessed us. He's blessing us with. And there's people that got way less than I got, but they managing their money, you know. I hear a lot of people say, I don't eat out. You know, they say they don't eat out because they got, but then they do other stuff. You know, they don't eat out, but they do other stuff. They drink, or they got other habits, you know, but that's between them and God. But what I'm saying is, you know, a lot of people quick to say, well, I don't do that, but you do other stuff. So it's still the same. Still the same. So y'all, I'm going to go in here in the Dollar Tree, and ain't no line no more now. I'm gonna go in here and get these I cannot think of the name of these strips. It's called something strips, but I'm finna go in here and get these. I don't need nothing else out here. I just came out of a Dollar Tree, so I don't need nothing else out of here. I'm gonna get that and come out. These shouldn't be no more than $5 or $6, $7 or something like that. So I'll be back.